Thank you very much, everyone. May I now request dignitaries of Sagar Group to welcome our guests and present them with the sad please. First of all, I request Dr. Keshwendra Sir, Principal Sister Gandhinagar, to welcome Dr. S.C. Chope from RGB. Now I request Dr. Manish Bilori Sir, Principal Sister Kratigar, to welcome Dr. Savita Nema Ma'am from MANIT. Next, I request Dr. Swati Saxena Ma'am, Vice President Sister Gandhinagar, to Vice Principal Sister Gandhinagar, to welcome Dr. Prudumn Chaturvedi Sir from NIT Nagpur. Now I request Dr. Rashmi Divya Ma'am, Dean R&D, to welcome Dr. Arun Kumar Datta, Joint Director CPRI. Next, I request Dr. Neema Daniel Ma'am, HOD Sister Gandhinagar, to welcome Ms. Divya Joshi Ma'am from BHEL. Thank you very much, everybody. Now I request Professor Ashish Singhal Sir, HOD EE, Sister Kratibar, to welcome Arvind Gupta Sir, Senior Technologist, RTech Solenoids. We also have some prominent guests with us who could not join us here physically today, but are gracing us with their digital presence. I extend my deepest gratitude. Am I audible to my online guests?
Yes, very much.
Thank you. We also have some prominent guests with us who could not join us physically today, but are gracing us with their digital presence. I extend my deepest gratitude towards our guests for taking out time for this meet. Please welcome Dr. MP Badapanda Sir from RRCAT Indore, Dr. Puneet Kumar Mishra, Dr. Puneet Kumar Mishra from ISRO, Dr. Prabodh Bajpai from IIT Kanpur, Dr. Akshay Rathore from Singapore University. A very warm welcome to all of you, sir. Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. May I now request Dr. Keshwendra Chaudhary Sir, Principal Sister Gandhinagar, for the welcome address. Sir, please.
Good morning, everyone present here. Professor S.C. Chope, Dean RGPB, Professor Savita Nema, and Professor Priyanka Paliwal from MANIT, Professor Prudumn Chaturvedi from NIT Nagpur, Divya Joshi from BHEL, Dr. Arun Datta, Joint Director CPRI, Mr. Arvind Gupta from RTech Solonics, Mr. Prabodh Bajpai from IIT Kanpur, Mr. Puneet Mishra, Scientist ISRO, Mr. M.K. Badapanda, Scientist F at RRCAT Indore, Professor Akshay Rathore, SIT Singapore, Director System, Dr. Jyoti Desmukh, Dr. Manish Bilori, Principal, Sister Kratibar, Dr. Swati Saxena, Vice Principal, Sister Gandhinagar, Organizers of the program, Mr. Ashish Singhal, Dr. Neema Daniel, Dr. Ravi Mishra, all HODs from both the campuses, and all my dear faculty members. I welcome you all in this research collaboration meet under the banner of IEEE MP Section. Last month only, IEEE student chapter was inaugurated at Sister Gandhinagar, and this is the first program that is being jointly organized by Sister Gandhinagar and Sister Radhibar. I congratulate the organizer for coordinating with these many peoples and making this program possible in very short span of time. My special thanks to all my guests who have come here physically from different parts of the country. I also thank all the guests who are present here on online mode. Research is the fundamental requirement of any technical institution, without which we cannot think about the development of the faculty, the students, and institution. We are in the nascent stage of research, and I hope this collaboration will help and guide us to raise the funds for research purpose by knowing the latest technology. We may also be able to use different research lab facility of all the stakeholders of this meeting. I hope all our faculty will use maximum out of this meeting. Once again, I thank all the guests for spending their precious time for this meet. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Professor Ashish Kumar Singh, HOD Double Assistant Principal, for the overview of this meet and the outline of Sagar.
Thank you, Madam. Dignitaries on the dais, after dais, and online, in online mode. I welcome all to this Research Collaboration Meet 2023 at Sister Gandhinagar campus. I would be not wrong if I say this is a Mahakumbh of all very great personalities across the world who have done tremendous jobs, tremendous given services, their fields. When I was thinking about this particular meeting before the 3 days back, I was not known that meeting will become a Mahakumbh. But now when I see this, the most personality who is sitting in front of me and in the online, they are giving so much things to the societies. I am here to give some overview about a particular meeting. The meeting is having a sub 6 agendas which we are discussing. But before it, I would like to say something about my group. The Sagar group has done a great job in the various sectors. In the healthcare services, there is a real estate, education, and industry as well. We are very much renowned institute across the India. The purpose of this meet is having 6 agendas which we have decided, already conveyed to you by the mail. That is, fundraising opportunities, corporate social responsibilities, research lab facilities, latest technology and discussions, and research paper and proposal writings, research and development advisory. The outcome of this particular meeting, I can guess, that will be, कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि जब वृक्ष लगाते हैं तो वो पता नहीं होता उसका फल कितना मीठा होने लगता है। तो फल की मिठास हमारे कंक्लूजन बताएगा आपको जब हम व्हाट वी आर राइटिंग कि हमारे इतने बड़े लोग जो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, IEEE chairs, IEEE vice chair, मैडम. Even I would like to mention one thing. This program is under the banner of the IEEE MP sections and the IES Society of the MP section as well. we have the chair of IEEE societies, IES, PELS, and the peer societies. And also he is, Badapanda sir is also vice chair of the MP section, and Madam Savita Madam is a vice chair of the IES Society in the MP. So I really conclude my things. I think it's very clear to all that what is the agenda of this particular meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Moving on, I would like to introduce our guest. Give a brief introduction of their achievements and profiles, their area of research, etc. Though it was a very difficult task to make this profile brief because our guests and the people who joined us today, they have done so much in their lives, they have done so much in their fields that it was a very difficult task to brief all those things. So please pardon me if I miss out on anything. It's my honor to introduce people who have made significant contribution to their respective fields and dedicated themselves to advancing knowledge and inspiring others with an impressive publication record and track record of delivering thought-provoking ideas. It would be like showing land to sun, so please pardon me if I make mistakes. Starting with, first we have Dr. Prabodh Bajpai. Dr. Prabodh Bajpai is having more than 15 years of experience in this span. He has served IIT Kharagpur as Associate Professor. Currently, he is working as an Associate Professor in IIT Kharagpur. He has delivered research outcomes through several sponsored research and consultancy projects in last 7 years in the form of publication, thesis, and patents. He has completed research and consultancy projects of worth 85 million Indian rupees and currently involved in various projects of worth 300 million Indian rupees. He has published more than 90 publications in reputed journals and conferences and has 5 book chapters on his name. He has received Bhaskar Advanced Solar Energy Fellowship Award from DST Government of India to visit Washington State University in 2015. He has received Faculty Excellence Award Fellowship in IIT Kharagpur in 2021. His research interests include renewable energy system, power system restructuring, economics, and solar PV applications. Next, we have with us Mr. Puneet Kumar Mishra. Mr. Puneet Kumar Mishra is heading ISRO Satellite Antenna Characterization, Test and Design Section. He is an accomplished individual with more than 14 years of experience in the field of satellite antenna characterization, test and design. He has been involved in the RF characterization of 47 satellites and 325 antennas across ISRO's program. He has participated in over 37 spacecraft in orbit testing missions, which is IoT, and IoT involves testing and verifying the functionality of satellites and their subsystems in the actual space environment. He has been into pivotal role in receiving, conceptualizing, installing, and commissioning the world's first and largest compact range with 10-meter quite soon. Additionally, he was responsible for establishing India's largest subsystem level magnetic field measurement facility and a spacecraft level aquatic chamber for EMC testing. Talking about his rewards and recognition, Mr. Puneet Kumar Mishra has received several prestigious awards for his contribution in the field of technology, and to name some, he has received ISRO Young Scientist Award, IEEE Young Scientist Award, ASI ISRO Space Gold Medal, and IEEE MG Achievement Award. In the field of research and application, his contribution is remarkable. He is a fellow member of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering and a senior member of IEEE. He holds memberships in various IEEE societies, including AESS, ABS, MTTS, etc. Additionally, he is a life member of Astronautical Society of India, the Antenna Test and Measurement Society, the Indian Society of Space Science and Technology, and the Society of ENC and EMI Control. Overall, Mr. Puneet Kumar Mishra has made significant contribution in the field of satellite antenna characterization and testing, and his expertise extends to other areas such as spacecraft, charging analysis, and EMI EST. Next, we have with us Ms. Divya Joshi ma'am. Ms. Divya Joshi ma'am has joined BHEL Bhopal as engineer trainee in the year 1998 and joined Switchgear Engineering Department Research and Development Group as his first department. She was core member in the development of 11 kV and 33 kV air insulated switchgear and busted design supplied to major customers. She was involved in large number of type tests on switchgear conducted at CPRI Bhopal and Bangalore. She was also involved in the design of 33 kV gas insulated switchgear. She has a patent registered under her name along with Srimati Neelam Gogal, BHEL Bhopal, for epoxy seal of bushing for 33 kV air insulated switchgear. She has joined Project Monitoring Group in 2016 for monitoring of hybrid projects. She has served as a unit coordinator for the implementation of IPMS Integrated Project Monitoring System for project monitoring purposes. Now we have Dr. Priyanka Paliwal ma'am. With over 17 years of experience in academics, she is a prominent personality in the field of research and technology. She is associated with MANIT since 2005. She has 29 publications in various international journals and authored several books in the field of electrical engineering. She has completed 3 sponsored research projects under MHRDC and TechTube Free, and one project, and she is currently having one project in her hand by MPCS. She has registered 2 patents on her name. She has provided consultancy on various government and private projects and created milestones. She played a pivotal role in establishment of advanced power system labs like renewable energy labs, power system simulation lab, and IoT lab, which is under development. She is a member of IEEE Transaction on Power System, IEEE Transaction on Energy Conservation, IEEE Access, International Journal of Electrical Power System and Engineering System, Renewable Energy, Green Energy, Journal of Renewable and Sustainable Energy. A couple of her papers are awarded as best paper titles. Her research interest area is hybrid power system, distributed generation, reliability and economic evaluation of microgrids, application of artificial intelligence to power system planning. Thank you very much, ma'am. Since we missed your welcome, so we are covering up. May I please request Dr. Manish Bindore, sir, Principal System Ratigarh, to welcome Dr. Priyanka Paliwal ma'am from MANIT. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining us today. Moving on with the introduction, next we have with us Dr. Prudumn Chaturvedi. Dr. Prudumn Chaturvedi has published more than 90 research papers in international and national journals. He has co-authored 2 books and registered 1 patent on his name. Dr. Chaturvedi is a life member of Indian Society for Technical Education India, senior member of IEEE USA, member of IET UK, and member of International Association of Engineers. Dr. Chaturvedi completed 3 sponsored research projects and currently is working on the 4th one, which is sponsored by DST-SERB. Dr. Chaturvedi is the Associate Editor in IEEE IES Industrial Electronics Technology News, ITEN, and Chairperson Resonant and Software Switching Converter Subcommittee, IEEE IES Technical Committee of Power Electronics. He is also the founder chairperson of IEEE Bombay Section Joint Chapter. Dr. Chaturvedi has successfully organized 2 IEEE international conferences in 2022 and 21. He has organized these conferences as organizing secretary and general co-chair on smart technology and power, energy and control. Dr. Chaturvedi has been actively participating in various reputed IEEE conferences in India as well as abroad. He participated in these conferences as special session chair, technical program committee chair, and organizing secretary. Dr. Chaturvedi is working on various projects in collaboration with Taiwan, Denmark, and Germany. His research interests include green energy, electric vehicle, smart solid state transformer, reliability in power electronics, and fault tolerant converters. Now we have with us Mr. MP Badapanda. Mr. MP Badapanda is an accomplished professional with remarkable career in the field of electrical engineering and research and development. Holding the position of Scientific Officer H and board member in the Prudumn Accelerator Group at RRCAT, Government of India, showcases his expertise and contribution in the field. Mr. Badapanda's extensive involvement is evident through his leadership roles as chair of Industry Relations Committee, Power Electronics Society, and Industrial Electronics Society. Additionally, his position as vice chair of IEEE MP Section highlights his commitment to advancing the field and promoting collaboration with the industry. Mr. Badapanda has demonstrated his innovative mindset and the ability to invent new solutions in electrical engineering. His skills span various areas including precision regulated HVDC power supplies, multi-pulsated converters, converter transformers, line harmonics and output ripple filters, and high voltage. Mr. Badapanda's educational background is equally impressive with an MTech in electrical engineering from IIT Varanasi and MBA in marketing management and international trade from IIMS Kolkata. These qualifications has provided him with a strong foundation for his research and development work as well as a solid understanding of business and marketing principles. Overall, Mr. Badapanda's profile portrays a highly accomplished and skilled professional with a wealth of experience in electrical engineering research and development and leadership roles with the prestigious organizations and societies. Moving on, we have Dr. Akshay Rathod sir with us. He is professor at Singapore University of Technology and Awards Department Chair at IEEE Industries. He is a co-editor-in-chief of IEEE Transaction on Industrial Electronics, IEEE Fellow since 2001, Provocast Circle of Distinction since 2001. He has various awards in his names. To name some: Nagamori Award, IEEE Vimal Bose Award for Industrial Electronics Applications, IEEE IES Outstanding Area Chair Award, IEEE IES Publication Service Recognition Award, IEEE in Early Career Award, IEEJ Takashai Power Electronics Award, IEEE IAS W. Smith Outstanding Young Member Achievement Award. He is professional member of IEEE Fellow Evaluation Committee, IEEE Industrial Electronics Society, IEEE Industry Application Society, IEEE USA. Next, we have with us Dr. Savita Nema. Dr. Savita Nema is currently a professor in Department of Electrical Engineering, MNIT Bhopal. She is working there since 1994. She has more than 29 years of experience in teaching and research. Dr. Nema has been head of Electrical Engineering Department. In addition, she was also chairperson of the Energy Center, MANIT. She has established a Space Technology Incubation Center at MANIT in association with ISRO. Currently, she is coordinator Space Technology Incubation Center for Central India, including Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Uttar Pradesh. She has guided around 62 MTech and 4 PhDs under her supervision. Dr. Nema has published more than 100 research papers in various national and international journals and conferences. She has published 4 books and has been expert and chairman of various selection committees. She has delivered more than 65 technical talks. She is a joint member of JMC Capacity Building Program Office, ISRO. She is a vice chair of IEEE IES MP Chapter. She is a assessor NAC, that is National Assessment and Accreditation Council. She is a senior member of IEEE. Her name is listed in 80 Scientific Index list of World Scientists and Researchers 2023. She has been a member of the advisory board of MP Regulatory Electricity Commission for 8 years. She is the winner of PG NCC Plaque of Honor Award in the year 2000. Her major scientific fields of interest are renewable energy, photovoltaics, control system, electric drives, electric vehicles. Next we have with us Mr. Arun Gupta. Mr. Arun Gupta is a power professional with 32 years of experience in industry and academics. Currently he is working as a senior technologist in RRCAT Solenites, Bhopal. He had a technical service Sempon Casting Private, pursuing his passion for teaching with Center for Global Knowledge as Director and Chief Mentor. He has worked with Adani Power Limited as Associate General Manager, associated as General Manager with India Bulls also. Next we have with us Dr. S.C. Chaubisar. Dr. S.C. Chaubisar is serving as Dean Faculty of Electrical Electronics Engineering in RGPV, Bhopal. He has about 30 years of teaching and research experience. Formerly, he was associated with SGIS Indore and as Professor of Electrical Engineering with REWA, Government Engineering College REWA. He is actively involved in the research related to fault determination in electrical circuit, voltage stability and power system security with microprocessor applications. He worked exhaustively on the various classical and soft computing optimization techniques. He has supervised 8 doctoral theses and 52 MA theses. He credits to his name more than 100 publications in various journals and conferences at national and international level. He has been acclaimed for his work and had awarded twice with Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Memorial Medal, once Tata Rao Prize Gold Medal, and thrice with the Certificate of Merit by Institution of Engineers at national level. Dr. Chaube has mentored various research and training programs and delivered more than 30 expert lectures in various conferences and seminars. He has coordinated more than 1,000 conferences, seminars, webinars, startup skill development, employability programs under TechEQ 3. He has established state-of-art research lab under TechEQ 3 to felicitate research scholars, faculty and engineering students of Madhya Pradesh to work on the research projects. Presently, he is working on making pedagogy and research in emerging technologies like AI and embedded systems more accessible for teachers and students. NPIU, a unit of Ministry of Education, has recognized Dr. Chaube by awarding him with the Certificate of Appreciation for his sincere contribution in implementing technical education quality improvement program, that is TechEQ Phase 3. Next, we have with us Dr. Arun Kumar Datta. Mr. Arun Kumar Datta is graduated in electrical engineering in 1990 from Government Engineering College, Badapanda. He did his MTech and PhD from MANIT. In March 1993, he has joined Central Power Research Institute, that is CPRI India, and looking after the operation and maintenance of two 1500 MVA short circuit generator plant and 33 kV substation at Bhopal. Dr. Datta is also the Quality Assurance Coordinator of CPRI Bhopal unit and Deputy Quality Manager of whole CPRI. He had undergone training at the works of Alstom, France. He is a certified energy auditor from Bureau of Energy Efficiency (BEE). He is an IT as well conducted many assessments. He has 40 technical papers on his credit. He has attended many international and national conferences, seminars and webinars with his presentation and organized many conferences, seminars and workshops. His area of expertise include electrical rotating machines, transformers, substations, power electronics, static drives, short circuit test, high voltage test, impulse test, energy meter test, IP test, temperature test, oil test, electrotechnical and thermal calibrations. So this is all about the guest we have today. Moving on, we would like to begin our session, our skull session, and I request all our guests and all the members present here to actively participate in the session. So to begin with, we have with us Dr. Arun Kumar Datta, Joint Director of CPRI. So first point for you from my side is, how can engineering institutes develop partnerships with industries to secure financial support for research, lab infrastructure and faculty development programs? Are there any specific models or frameworks for establishing effective collaborations with industry partners or fundraising purposes? Shall I repeat my question?
No, that's what done.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for your good question. सबसे पहले सभी को नमस्कार. We are talking about that partnership with the industries with the technical institutions.
Yes.
So CPRI has already partnership with the technical institutions. Not at Bhopal. Is it okay? Yeah. But not at Bhopal, but since we have several units across the country now. Right from our head office at Bangalore, Bhopal, Nagpur, Hyderabad, Noida, Kolkata, these are the several units. So presently we have MOU with some of the technical universities in Karnataka region. Yeah, we already have MOU with the technical institutions of the Karnataka regions like Mishra University, Nema University, and we have collaboration with NIT Nagpur also, and one or two universities in Nagpur also. So right now we are in this particular this result is MP and the center part. We don't have any MOU with any of the institutions. Since we received your invitation, just 1 or 2 days back, we had a meeting with our head office with that IND group, and they trusted upon this responsibility to me to establish MOU with the premier institutes of this research. Now our head office is very much active in this region because our head, this Director General of CPRI is belongs to Bhopal only, and he served as a unit head of this institution. Now he is very dynamic person. So we want to establish MOU with some of the premier institutions. Now as far as the fund is concerned, since we are governed by that rules and regulation of the central government, and we have a part of Ministry of Power. So Ministry of Power sanctioned many research fund under the different heads. So one is in the in-house R&D projects. So I will read out the three major fund. We have one is in-house R&D projects. In-house R&D projects means these projects is normally taken by this CPRI technical officers along with the collaborations with some of the external agencies, maybe or not. Second is the research scheme on power. This is totally funded by government and nothing in our website, and I also need as now there is a big plan is that there is a big R&D project is taken under the national perspective plan. And this plan is more than 100 lakhs fund can be sanctioned by the power ministry. So CPR is a nodal agency for all these R&D schemes funded by the Ministry of Power, Government of India. So we are very much enthusiastic to take an MOU for this research scholar or your faculty members and the students take up the project laboratories. Now our laboratories is since established 1960, and it came under the Ministry of Power in 1978. Since then, it has this name implicates Central Power Research and Testing. Okay. So basically, we emphasis on the research part very much along with the testing. See, until unless you test some of the object, you cannot know how much improvement is required. So apart from the testing, the research is the second part of that. We find out from the solutions. Now, since we are basically emphasis on the field areas, basically electrical and electronics is the major field in our case, and some of the part of the chemical also and mechanical also. So we take up projects is any of the field. Any of the field is open to all. Anybody can come, anybody can approach to us, and I am accessible to all. So if any proposal comes from you, I am very much ready, and the fund is not a problem for us. Okay. So this is the my submission. Okay, again I'm under the discussion. I will participate. Now, if you have any next question, you can ask me.
Anybody having any questions for sir?
Now, CPRI now, let me add. So basically, for the collaborative research, we have an extensive laboratories with us. That as the field I told you, that you have just listed under my credentials. So all fields are available at Bhopal unit. So any electrical or electronics faculty members, they can do any kind of work. That all labs are open to. They can come with any of the proposals. They can access to our laboratory. They can see our data also. Okay, and they can suggest some of the experiment. If they want to do some experiment, they can collect some data for publishing a paper or for some research work. It's anybody's because
So sir, this can be initiated by doing MOU.
Yeah.
With two institutions.
Yes.
Which is one to receive this.
See, until you create an MOU, there are some legal complications are there. Because to entry in our campus, to access our laboratories, until you have an MOU with you, it is very difficult. So MU is must.
So it is only for two departments, electrical and electronics, or it can be done for other
Yes,
departments.
in our Bhopal unit, we have electrical electronics boards, and electrical industry cover everything.
Some other faculty also.
And we have a chemical also, small chemical laboratory which is a summer of it. And we have under electrical, we have a good laboratory for the energy meter also. Current now you might have heard about the prepaid energy meter since some. So people are working with our prepaid energy meter lab. So you can suggest some ideas there also.
Any other questions?
Datta, I would like to know that how CPRI can suggest the institutions to generate the revenue with all the testing facilities which can be made available by the institutions or in collaboration with the CPRI. The university has got a lot of power, manpower, and our faculty members and students can be trained to execute any testing, and which can also give money. It can be part to institutions. So here the first part, how the institutions can generate a fund. So I think that in a particular, I have seen in Bhopal and nearby, there is a huge shortage of the testing agencies. And no institutions are involved in the carrying out the testing to nearby industry. What the whenever in Indore, yes, I used from Bhopal for testing the cables and other equipments. So I do not know that how you can assist, you can support the institutions to carry out the testing, and this, and later on the institutions can go for the MBA examinations.
What I understood from your question, sir, that basically your intention is to generate a fund. Fund with the testing.
Actually, if you are generating the fund along with this, our students and faculty will have a skill. They will gain the skill of testing, and that is also known when that will gain the employment to our students. If they know about the testing, none of the students I can show that the students when they are working in electrical engineering, if you ask them to test a relay, particular industries, they will say that they do not know. So how the CPRI, because CPRI agency was actually involved in testing. So why being in the Bhopal, why the CPRI cannot support our students and faculty? Let this is the way you can test. Our students faculty will definitely visit the CPRI, and whatever the equipments required for carrying out this, some of the tests are very common industries. For example, the relay test, for example, the cable test. They can suggest our, and in collaboration with the other institutions, that a pool of institutions can report those resources, and they will be used for testing the various equipment.
Sir, in that case, that means this technical institutes may have some collaboration with many of the manufacturers for that particular manufacturing some of the items, from the electrical appliances, or maybe some transformers, some modification or energy something, some modification you are doing. Now you may have collaboration with that manufacturer. Now CPRI will provide the test platform, because testing cannot be taking place in any of the other places. Specialized equipment, special lab is required, special environment is required, and skill also required. So CPRI will provide that platform for testing. And for CPRI normally charges some of the revenue, some charges applied to that any of the test, and some tariff is there. Now if it is a part of the research, then CPRI can pay up that charge. Okay. Now if you have a collaboration with that manufacturer, the manufacturer may support you in some financial issues.
In such cases, manufacturer's permission will also be required. Na?
Exactly.
So if I am from BHEL, I may not be liking the participation of institutes in my test because of the competition in the market. So permission from manufacturer will also be required. In that.
Exactly, madam. That's why this meeting is called, so that the faculty or the technical institution may have collaboration with the manufacturer. Without manufacturer, you are not getting the product. Because to get the product, you must have one manufacturer. So that means you have to support the faculty also. Suppose faculty have a, because faculty they have the theoretical knowledge, very extreme theoretical knowledge they are having. But apply that theoretical knowledge in practical fields and manufacturer support is without manufacturer is not at all possible. Now you are giving the technical support, so the manufacturer will manufacture according to that. Now try to test. You have to come to CPRI. CPRI can provide that platform to test it free of cost. So it is a three-way, the three partnerships can be done.
Institutes.
Yes, yes.
You can only act as a bridge between manufacturer and
Exactly. Yes, that also can be done. And suppose these institutes suggest some of the new ideas that this testing, if you do this test, or now when these students or faculty is there in our lab, they are seeing a testing process, they are seeing the results. Now hundreds of equipments, hundreds of in our lab, hundreds of transformers going on. Now, by seeing the report, they can suggest some modification. Under the failure analysis, they can say some. They can suggest the manufacturer that you modify certain these parameter or this area so that transformer doesn't fail. So now with that idea, the manufacturer that product comes to CPRI, and CPRI can test it. So without the participation of this industry, it is not at all possible. Because I know there are a number of technical institutes and premium institutes are near in and around Bhopal. All good professors and even the students are also, they have a big ideas, very new ideas with them. But to apply those ideas, you require some laboratory. Some laboratory, because see, I know for electrical engineering, because students are coming to my lab also. They doesn't know open circuit test or short circuit test and transformer. They literally they doesn't know, because some of the students they might have not seen the lab also. Now in our laboratory, these tests are taking place. Now what happened when in the field, when the fault is there, what happened to the electrical equipment? That analysis that we do in our lab. So these all results we can analyze. They can come out with the new ideas. Because we are there every day doing the same thing. We may not think things in a different way. You will, if you see, if you stay there, if you come regularly, then you will have some idea.
I would like to conclude this one. Not talking about the testing and construction of transformers, RRCAT test of the transformer, but we are talking about that. Can you provide a list of the tests which are generally required in industry from a safety point of view? What the safety department doesn't allow even a measure if it is not really calibrated. So such testing, which are the regular testing, are periodically testing of the equipments required from the safety point of view. If you can, this can be provided by the CPRI to the institutions that these are the testing required to the industry, and the students and faculty should know about this. And if it is possible, those equipments are available at your end, that one training program can be analyzed at your institution so that our faculty can be trained or faculty can get advantage of the testing. We are totally hollow, as far as the testing of the equipment are concerned. When we teach our students about the testing of cable, they do not know. They do not know what is the infra testing. But we are not going for the infra testing. We are not going for the bigger testing of the equipment. We are not going for the testing of the bus bar or the but we are going for testing of the small instruments. We are going for the testing of the cables, which are general relays, batteries, which are generally required in a industry. That kind of support the institutions, the academic institutions need from your side, where no money is involved, but with your this support, definitely institutions will generate the revenue, as well our students and faculty will have a skill which will be employed. That is
Right. So thank you very much, sir. Now initially you told about that calibration. You are given an example of Megar. So it is not only Megar, multimeter, ammeter, voltmeter, whatever the measuring equipments you are using, I doubt whether you are calibrating regularly or not. So CPRI Bhopal is having a good calibration educational laboratory also that provide wide range of equipments for calibrations. So until unless you calibrate those equipments, so the quality results you cannot produce. So that facility is Dr. Choudhary told that yes, that field can be open and it can be free of cost for that faculty and for the technical institutions. It can be done free of cost.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Datta, for your valuable insights. What a great discussion we had between academics and industry. It was a great discussion and a combination if we will go together and achieve. And as Mr. Datta welcomed all the institutions and academics to the industry, it was very welcoming and valuable comments we got from you, sir. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Now I would like to turn our attention to Professor S.C. Chaubey, to Dr. S.C. Chaubey, sir, Professor at RGPV Bhopal, to share his expertise on effective community engagement and collaborations. So my question to you is, how can engineering colleges effectively engage their community to garner financial support for research, and are there any successful strategies or initiatives that you have witnessed or implemented?
Okay, thank you. Actually, no industry is going to provide you free cake to institutions should be, that if institutions feel that the academic industry will come to their door and they will ask some support from you and they will provide some financial support, it is not going to happen. Our industries, because they are running, because they are professional, they are not going to provide a single pie who don't have the potential. Therefore, first, my view is that our institutions, faculty and students must have some potential, must generate some skill, must acquire some skill, and they must be able to serve the industry. How this can be possible? Yes, it is possible. Even if you do not know, they can visit to industries. I know that the first time industry people are not going to entertain academy. No. Because who is going to visit a faculty who is an assistant professor, faculty who is a lecturer, faculty who is a student, they are going to visit the industries. They do not going to entertain. It's very clear. They do not going to entertain because at the first instance they find that these faculty members, these students are not useful to them. They are only, talking to them, it is merely wastage of time. Therefore, they don't. Now, then how to give some attraction to the industry people? The industry people, that you talk to them that for that purpose, what is your problem? I am going to solve it. They'll say, I don't have any problem. This is what industry people say, I don't have any problem. They know that these academia people are not going to solve any problem. And you know that who are going to them? People like our institutions, state government institutions, they are going to them. Their IIT people are not going to them. So and we are having the 90%, we are covering the 90% of this whole academia. They say, okay, if you are not, I will tell you my own story. Once I visited to, when I was very young assistant professor, I visited one of the institute and I said that, whatever you have the problem, you tell me, we are going to solve it. He said, no, I don't have any problem. If you are really interested to solve problem, can you solve one of the problem? We are happy that just please tell me that I have got some problem regarding loan. It is a bank related problem. Can you solve it? Bank related problem, how can we solve it? Because we are the technical people. He said that's why we are not going to provide any information about our problems. This is the problem, how can we solve it? But now, that time we said that that type of problem we cannot sort out. But now, with the induction of NEP and with the induction of internship with the ICT curriculum has inducted in 2017, our students has got a facility to go in the banking sector, financial sector, where they can get a lot of experience about this. And our industry people, even chairman is relying on the CA. And when he is relying on the CA, what CA says that you are not eligible for this loan, the loan, you have a problem with the bank, and therefore you will not be sanctioned the loan. But when our faculty, the teachers, has got some financial background, while going through the different internship program, say, that we have got a lot of ideas. Our students have a lot of ideas. They can go to different banks sector, they can go to different financial executives and they can put up this problem. This is a problem facing this problem our industry are facing. How this can be sorted out? Definitely, they will get a solution. Now, at present, we are able to solve such type of problems which are not related to technology. The another thing that okay, then we have to be, जैसे बोलते हैं ना हमको तो देखना पड़ेगा कि हम और क्या कर सकते हैं. So what we can do, sir, if we have got academia, we are a large number of people, and you can provide one single engineer so that we can talk about it and we can discuss some things which we can do for our industry. तो बाद में इवेंटली तैयार हो जाएंगे कि ठीक है हफ्ते में वीक में 1 घंटे के लिए हम प्रोफेसर दत्ता जी को आपके साथ विल अलाउ प्रोफेसर दत्ता टू टॉक टू. ठीक है आप दत्ता साहब, अब आपने किसी तरह से को पकड़ने की कोशिश की. देखिए इंडस्ट्री में घुसना बहुत मुश्किल है. आप दत्ता साहब बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छी बातें कर रहे हैं और अभी पहले उन्होंने बताया कि आपको एमयू करना पड़ेगा. सबसे पहले आपको एमयू करिए. सही बात है भाई, ये सब इंडस्ट्री की जो प्रोटोकॉल है दैट ऑल यू हैव टू फॉलो. तो आपने बताया कि ठीक है एमयू कर लिया. एमयू करने के बाद में जैसे उन्होंने बताया उसको फॉलो करिए, लेकिन तब आपको देना पड़ेगा. क्या आप दे सकते हैं? If Dr. Datta is given the precious 1 hour time per week, then you should be also prepared. He is the single man, but you are trained. Then you can suggest something that this is the way we can go ahead. अभी तो कहीं पैसा इन्वॉल्व नहीं हुआ है, कोई रेवेन्यू को पैसा नहीं हुआ. Then he will assess your potential, then assess your skill, then assess your intelligence, what you can do. Because our industries are not having some, they are not working on some emerging technologies, but we are every other day we are coming across some emerging technologies, AI, another cyber security. So this data जब हमारे पास में we have got that instrument, तो हम बोल सकते हैं industries को now we can work only that we need some guidance. तो यदि हमारे इंडस्ट्री पर्सनल इंडस्ट्री मित्र ने पार्टनर ने अगर ये हमको गाइडेंस दे दिए आप इस पे काम करिए, तो वी गेट मोटिवेटेड टू स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दिस. आप हमारे साथ our first step is to come in a collaboration in partnership with the industry. वो हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. कोई भी हमारा स्टूडेंट नहीं जाता है इंडस्ट्री में, फैकल्टी नहीं जाती इंडस्ट्री में, तो मिलेगा भी नहीं. क्योंकि जब तक आप अपने आप को तैयार नहीं करेंगे इंडस्ट्री एनवायरनमेंट के लिए तब तक आपको नहीं मिलेगा. ये सबसे पहले आप अपने आप को तैयार करें. हम तो एकेडमिक लेवल पे अपने आप को तैयार करिए और आप इंडस्ट्री में जाइए, उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को लेके जाइए. उनका टाइम वेस्ट मत दीजिए कि वो जाकर के आप उनसे बहुत सारा एक्सपेक्टेशन करेंगे. प्लीज डोंट एक्सपेक्ट मच फ्रॉम देम, क्योंकि उनका अपना कमिटमेंट होता है. और दूसरा ये होता है कि एज एन एकेडमिशियन आई कैन से वी हैव गॉट अ पुअर कमिटमेंट. Our commitment is restricted to examination. Our commitment is restricted to our students' performance, all those things. Because we have very poor commitment when we talk about the industry. And industries need more commitment than what you have with your students. वो ज़्यादा कमिट मांगता है. अगर आपको रात भर काम करना पड़ेगा तो करिए उनके साथ में बैठ के काम. आप देखिए इंडस्ट्री में कंपनी और जितने भी आप सक्सेसफुल स्टोरीज देखेंगे वहाँ पर आप ये देखेंगे कि our faculty members and students have a lot of commitment. They are talking about the industry. So this is the first part about the parting with the industry. So we should have a very strong bonding with the industries. और उनको आप साथ में all activities try to make them a partner. कभी भी कोई एक्टिविटीज करते हैं उनके साथ आप पार्टनर्स करेंगे तो definitely they will be supporting to you and yours.
Thank you very much.
You have some other point?
Excuse me. Actually, I want to add two lines. सर ने 24 जो कहा है, मेरा ये आइडिया है कि ठीक है रिसर्च के लिए पैसा तो जरूरत होती है, पर पैसे के बगैर भी रिसर्च हो सकती है. क्या है जहाँ तक इक्विपमेंट्स है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है, इलेक्ट्रिकल आइटम्स की बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे यहाँ अबंडेंट पड़े हुए हैं. बहुत सारे कस्टमर्स ऐसे हैं टेस्टिंग के लिए लाते हैं, लाने के बाद टेस्ट होने के बाद इक्विपमेंट नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए आपको इंडस्ट्री में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. डायरेक्टली आपको क्या इक्विपमेंट चाहिए वहीं से उठाइए और उसमें फर्दर कुछ टेस्ट करना है, उस पर रिसर्च करना ये अवेलेबल है. लेबोरेटरी ओपन टू ऑल है. समय हमारे पास लिमिटेड है, कोई समय का रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है. बस आपका सपोर्ट चाहिए.
Thank you very much, sir. was a great discussion, and Dr. Chaudhary has inspired and motivated us to improve our skills and enhance our technologies, and then we can ask industries to train us on that particular technology or skill. Thank you very much. Now I would like to turn our attention to Dr. Priyanka Paliwal, Associate Professor at MANIT, Bhopal. So Dr. Paliwal, when private engineering institutes collaborate with NITs or industries to utilize their research labs, what type of research facilities and infrastructure support can they expect to access? Are there any specific guidelines, procedures, or policies that we as private institutes should be aware of when utilizing labs of NITs or industries in terms of accessing resources, facilities, and technical support?
Okay, so thank you very much. So I think that should have been a preliminary question to begin the meet, I would say. So at the outset, I would like to congratulate the state administration for taking this initiative. Indeed, a good one. And it's good to see the private institutes moving ahead and coming out of their cocoon in terms of academics and moving, doing something for the research, showing inclination towards research as well. So, and when Ashish contacted me, I kind of tried to jot down a few points where we can help and where we can help you out. So, with the kind of expertise, whatever little expertise we have, how we can collaborate and how we can move ahead together. So, the first, I would take the second question first, and then I would come to the first question. So, how we can initiate this process? So, the process of initiation, as Datta ji has also suggested, has to start with a collaborative agreement. We got to have certain terms and conditions on which what is your expectation from us, and then what we can provide, and a common ground to decide on how we can be beneficial to each other. See, a marriage works only when there is a participation from both the sides. So unless you participate and I participate, it's not going to work. So I should be getting something in return. So that is why a collaborative agreement is the first step. We can decide upon the terms and conditions of collaborative agreement later. Now, the first question, now I will take up, how we can help you out. So we have certain facilities where we can claim that we have an upper hand if we compare ourselves with the private institutes, where we can certainly help you out. So one is that we do have certain advanced equipments available with us, which you might not be having. And we have been able to procure these equipments through various projects and through various grants which have been provided to us by the governments, which you do not have access to. So, in terms of research, we can certainly help you out if we sign an agreement and we can provide access to those equipments as well. And we would be very happy to help you out in that. So, one is we have the advanced equipments. Secondly, we have certain specialized labs. That is one thing which the private institutes, I would say, lack. They have the UG labs and the PG labs, and they stick specifically to the curriculum. I do not blame them for that, but that is what people have been doing. We do not have the specialized labs, like we have the smart grid labs in the department, or we have the Internet of Things labs, as C. Chaudhary has recently he just suggested that there are recent things coming up, like we have AI and then we have ML. So how to incorporate these things into curriculum? We have certain specialized labs for that. So probably we can extend the facilities of those specialized labs to your students as well, if we decide upon the common terms, and your students can also get benefited from it. Third point which I would want to put forward is that we have exhaustive research libraries. I mean, you also have, but now we have several subscriptions available with us. We have IEEE, we have Science Direct, we have Data Transfers, we have BHEL. I was a part of the initiative which was taken in the institute for signing up and for the various journal subscriptions. So that is one problem which is being faced by the MTech students as well as the PhD students who are there in the private institutes that did not have access to these journals. So you can come to us, we can provide you with the access, you can download the papers, you can take our help as well. The next thing which I would say is technical expertise. Technical expertise, I would say, is a subset of exposure. So we do have a bit more exposure in comparison with what you have. So let us share that expertise. Let me share that expertise with you, and probably we join hands. We would want to help you out in terms of these expertise also. So whatever we have learned, we would be very happy to share all that expertise with you also. And we can organize joint programs, we can organize joint workshops, we can organize the conferences jointly. You can see how we work, and in the process you also learn. So that is also one thing that we can go ahead with. Funding opportunities, I would say that as I told you already, I specified, funds is something which is elementary to laying down the foundation of any kind of facility you want to develop. And we have been facilitated by various government agencies in terms of the funds so that we can develop our labs. So if we jointly write projects, probably we can generate the funds together and we can kind of develop our labs together, and you can also work. Like I would say, I had an interaction with Joshi sir also. We had purchased when I was developing, I was in the process of developing advanced power system lab, I purchased a Prabodh simulator. When we purchased that simulator at some later stage, we realized that this simulator is not sufficient enough to cater to our research needs. So when Joshi sir asked, because we had purchased that and when they were in the process of purchasing, they asked us that what are the difficulties and challenges that you encounter. Then I shared my difficulties with them, and I told them that we purchase a Kumar, you please go up 421 so that it is sufficient, it is self-sufficient in all aspects. And they actually incorporated that. And I'm very happy to share with you that RCPD has been extending their facilities and RSL scholars, they have been going to RCPD and they have been making use of this simulated facilities. So I'm very thankful to them in that regard. As far as this question is something, this is about the collaboration we can have with the private institutes and how NITs can facilitate. So that suffices my part. But there is one thing, because there was a lot of things which was going on as far as the industry participation is concerned. I would like to add a small point. As Joshi has rightly suggested, that first of all we have to come up to that level so that we do not get industry hungry. In fact, the industry is hungry for us. So that if we raise ourselves to that level, that we have that much of knowledge that can be beneficial to industry, then the things become easy. So first of all, we have to raise our level. That is first point. Secondly, I would see that there is one very good thing which has come out, which I've been seeing in the past 2 years or so, and that is the internship collaborations. So the students, they go into internship programs, and in a process they learn a lot. They come back to the institute and they tell us that this is what the industry is trying, industry is wanting from us. So the academia participates in such a way that even if we kind of upgrade ourselves from what the feedback we are getting from the internship students, even then we would make a lot of improvement in that regard. So I'm not very aware of if the private institutes are going for the internships. In MANIT and NITs, we certainly have a lot of internship opportunities coming in, and that way we are trying to facilitate our students to learn and get a foothold in the industry also. So that way you would have to make an effort to bring in a lot of internships also. I would just take a small suggestion, just not work in terms of the placement. Internships something, because those internships they automatically get converted into the PPAs. So that would help you out in the PPAs also, and the placements also. So that is something which I would like to suggest. So one, we have a collaboration. Second, I have already listed out the facilities where we can be of help to you. And third, in terms of industry, I would say, please look for the internship opportunities that we can provide to your students. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer those. Questions? Any questions?
Yeah, I would like to add.
Yeah, please. I'm loud enough.
So, well said, madam. And I picked up the point about the hunger. So, it's a fact that neither the institute is so much hungry, not the industry is so much hungry. But I think, and I believe with my personal experience, that it's not about the hunger, it's about the menu. And it's about complementing each other. My personal experience working with the industry has been that there are some part of the dish which are not available with the industry, and vice versa. I'll give you one live example. Industry is not having enough time and attention to go back to the academic fundamentals. At times, the industry faces problems which are definitely related to fundamental engineering problems. For example, component failures. They happily go for replacements rather than refurbishment or repair or up to that level of analysis. Why did that fail? And in that sense, recently we are just about to start a project for Saudi Arabia where a big gearbox has failed and we are on the verge of getting the problem of analyzing the study of the analyzing the failure of that gearbox. It's worth about 20 crores utilized in a cement plant. And it's a statement from their side that we do not have time to study. We are moving ahead for the replacement of that gearbox. And but then we would be very happy if you go ahead analyzing the failure causes, the cause and effect of failure. Help us with the analysis so that we can either fully or partially get the reimbursement of the replacement cost. So the point is, of course, for the faculty colleagues also, finding out the gaps, finding out the areas in which industry is not at all ready and agreed to work. They do not have enough time and enough energy and enough attention to work on this problem. And if they are able to find those gaps, this can also be the ratio of 95 and 5. But then if we are able to find out the 5% area in which we can work, we have good strength, that's our strength, and that's our forte. So we are good at reading books, we are good at referring to so many journals, and that's actually what we're going to do this area of gearbox failure. So if we are able to find out those areas, perhaps we shall be able to complement the industry and thereby making them eager to approach us and happily accommodate us in their 95% of the job.
That is so intriguing. That is so very interesting, Malaysia. I'm so happy to learn that you people have started to work on such kind of problems. And I completely agree with you on this point that we have the patience to study, to revisit the problems, to get down to the fundamentals which the industry does not have, and they do not have the time either. So one thing that can be done and that should be done and that is being done in the college universities is that there have seen that there are no separate research departments. The industry does the research for the academics only does the research for the industry. The majority of the startups they are being initiated from the academic institutes only. Professors they grab the research projects and the professor along with their MTech and the PhD scholars they come up with the startups. So that is how they are becoming a part of the industry only and that is how it should be working. So we should be complementing each other, I completely agree. So you talked about a practical problem, I would also talk about a practical problem and I would probably come to Joshi sir for that. So recently I was working with Department of Technical Education and they were in the process of installing solar rooftop projects in the various institutions. So RCTV already has a 480 kilowatt solar rooftop plant. Now the net metering regulations of the state dictate that you cannot go for a plant beyond 500 kilowatt capacity on the net metered basis. That is, it cannot be grid interactive then. But then they do have a requirement beyond 500 kilowatt and they are paying hugely for that. So we had a discussion with VC Sagar also and he came up with this problem. So we just thought over it that how this can be solved. So that is where the academia comes into picture that okay, let us think about some solution if we can work on some model which does not interfere with the regulations and still is confident enough to provide the solution to the industry also. I would call RCTV as customer in this case because they have approached us. So we kind of try to work on a no export model. Let us see if it succeeds. But that is how the things progress, and that is how. So the problem statement should come from industry. I mean, like I was always apprehensive when I was doing my PhD work, and still, when I guide the PhD scholars, that you have to do the literature survey and find out the problem. Why do we have to find out the problem? Why does not the problem statement come from the industry? You give us a problem, then I start working on it instead of looking for some ambiguous hypothetical problem which I generate from the literature. It is best to have a problem which is present and to find out the solution for that problem. So in a process, both the parties are benefited. Why work on a problem which does not exist? I create a problem first, and then I work on that problem. Instead, whatever the problem is present, I work on that problem. So that should be the role of academia actually, and that is how the industry should come forward and provide the approaches. So basically, they also, I mean, like I do not blame them either. Probably they do not have enough confidence in us that we would be able to solve the problem. But let me assure you, from the academia side, that we would be able to solve. We have that patience, to revisit the problem again and again and try to come up with a solution. Thank you so much. I've taken a lot of time and I want to hand over the mic to someone else. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We appreciate your expertise on this matter. And we eagerly await your valuable insights and recommendations regarding the hypothesis facilities. Thank you very much for being so welcoming to as engineering institute. Like we really appreciate your gesture of welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Now, I would like to turn our attention to one of our online guests, Mr. Puneet Mishra, scientist at ISRO Bangalore and chair of AESS Society, who specializes in RF and microwave. Dr. Mishra, hello. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible. Hope I am audible as well.
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible to us. So we have a specific question for you. How can an engineering institute establish collaborations with industry experts and organizations like ISRO to enhance their understanding and applications? Particularly, I'm talking about RF and microwave technologies. What specific area of research, joint projects, or knowledge sharing initiatives can be explored to promote the adoption and advancements of RF and microwave in private engineering institutions?
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. So first of all, I would like to say for organizations like ISRO as well as DRDO both, we are having a special program which is called ISRO, particularly we call it as a response program, where every year we create a bucket of problems with almost 300 types of different problems, which we need support from the academia. So anyone can go to the ISRO's website and just search it out for response. They can go through that entire list of 300 problems which we give to academia for solving that. And those problems can be taken up by your faculty members. They can go through that, and depending upon their expertise, they can choose one or several problems, and then they can reply back to ISRO. We are having a dedicated program office which is called Capacity Building Program Office (CBPO). So there is a deputy director respond. You can directly reach out to them with your proposal for solving that particular problem along with the project requirement. And then our office will send that solution of your proposal to respective scientists who have generated that problem. They will go through that, and then they will find out whether the solution provided by you is really what to be considered or not, or it is meeting our requirement or not. And then that the entire process of collaboration starts from that point onward. So we are having a very, very set standard procedures are there. In addition, similar type of things are there in DRDO as well, where we can, they also give a kind of problems, almost 300 to 400, because there are more problems, and in variety of areas. So your faculty members, any one of them, and it is open for all. It is not only for IITs, NITs, and government organizations. In fact, it is open for private organizations as well. And I myself have witnessed that more than 20 to 30% projects go to the private institutions these days. What is happening? IITs, NITs, those are overburdened with the projects they are having. And private institutions, they are having good private institutions with good facilities are there, and faculty is quite active who delivers the things. Then there is no hesitation in giving those projects to the private colleges as well. So that is a very good change has come over the years. Second thing is what I was hearing from all of you, that academic institutions have to raise towards industry. That is true, but that is partly true in my sense, because industry has a different objective and academia has a different objective. industry, when it looks, we always look for the solutions and the business sense. But we cannot devote time for the real R&D. And if we want to be a global leader, then research is a very, very important aspect. And companies these days are R&D organizations, they are not having that much resources because their mandate is different. To put money as well as human resource doing real advanced R&D. So I think there is a lot of opportunity for academia to tap those things. But for that kind of environment, definitely networking between industry and academia is essential. And here it comes professional organizations like IEEE are the conferences where delegates from industry and academia both participate, and that is a very good platform to discuss because they will be also presenting their problems, academia is also presenting their solutions, and you can hear and see that how your research can be applied for the problem discussed from the industry. So that is very, very important. So I would like to take this platform in my opinion management higher. I can see there are principals and higher managements of private education institutes are sitting. So please encourage your faculty members, especially young faculty members who can work 14 to 16 hours to solve the problems of the industry. You encourage them to participate in the real on his flagship conferences. I am not telling that you go and attend any conference which is happening anywhere, but yes, every particular area has a flagship conference in India as well as abroad. So if you cannot send them abroad, at least try to send them to Indian flagship conferences where they can meet and discuss with industry as well as research organizations like ISRO, DRDO, BHEL. So there they will be really understanding what kind of problems these organizations are facing and whether my expertise is there or I can collaborate with them and then I can develop some solutions. Another good point about the conferences are there. Flagship conferences I'm talking about when I'm talking about the conferences, don't take in another way. We also have mostly product exhibition from the industry. So that is another area where your faculty members can learn what is exactly happening in recent times or what is the future trends of technology in that particular area. Questions were asked with me related to RF and microwave. I can give an example of one such conference which is happening in RF and microwave domain. It is called IEEE, which is the IEEE Microwave and Microwave Antennas and Propagation Conference. Last year it was happened in Bangalore where 700 delegates and all the who are RF and microwave, whether it is India or abroad, they were there. And we have given almost 150 scholarships to the students and young faculty members who attend the conference without any paper. Their entire registration as well as travel, accommodation, everything was taken care. So please look out for these kind of flagship conferences organized by professional bodies like IEEE or any other professional body in your particular field, and try to nominate your professors and the students. Then they will, and it is a long process. You don't think that we are sitting here and discussing within 2 hours you are going to find out a solution. Networking, collaboration, joint work takes some time. First time when we are meeting, because nobody, even me and you, first time we are meeting, we are not going to start any work immediately. We need some time to understand whether you are really in that particular field and what is your output coming in those fields and whether I can really collaborate with you to solve my problem. So, give them some time of 1 year, 2 years and 3 years, then only you can think of starting a collaboration. And again, when the collaboration starts, you see that immediately, even from the both the side, neither industry should think that I will get the 100% solution for my problem. Neither you should think that you are working in the particular field, you will be getting the problem in your domain. So it is a kind of adjustment both of you have to do, even though your field is not directly associated with the problem given in the mandate which we publish. But you see that, okay, if I want at least in meeting 75% and 25%, I can go extra mile to solve this problem. Then please don't hesitate. You can collaborate, in fact, with your own colleagues of other faculty members to solve that problem. And these days, and one more point I would like to mention that these days there are no industry problem which is focused in only one particular area. There are interdisciplinary problems are there. So necessarily you need expertise not only from one domain, more than one domain. It is all the good that you are having at least 2-3 professors jointly proposing their solution so that you can really provide a full-fledged solution which is the need of the hour for the industry. So with this, I will stop at this point of time. Any joiners are there, any further questions are there, I will not like to this.
Questions for sir? Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate
Thank you.
We appreciate your expertise. Thank
So
you very much.
I completely agree with him that now there is no problem which would involve expertise only from one kind of discipline. It is actually an interdisciplinary concept. So probably we should have a collaboration meet again where the different departments meet, and then how we can collaborate amongst different departments should also be a point of concern. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to direct our attention to Mr. MP Badapanda sir, who possesses vast experience in the field of research and industrial training for students. I have a specific question for you. Am I audible to you, Mr. Sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So how can a private engineering institute collaborate with industry experts and organization under your leadership to provide research and industrial training opportunities to their students? And what are the specific initiative programs can be established to facilitate knowledge transfer, practical exposure, skill development for students in the domain of this IES, PELS, PES, and what are the benefits an engineering institute expect from such collaboration in terms of enhancing student and learning and employability?
So, first of all, I appreciate the research programs meeting arranged by all of you here. And I could find so many thoughts are coming up. So, it is a really good thing. I would like to say that I basically work in an organization. And first of all, I would like to say all your students, they should prepare R&D as a profession. Just because you will get so many things in the R&D which you won't get it neither in the industry nor in the outside of it. Specifically, R&D in the R&D professions, you mostly get to work in your product area, and even if you don't get your product area, you develop something. Suppose some other things have been assigned to you in the course. You find that you learn it and then you work it for maybe for a few decades. It's not you do some, you are in some activity, you will work in that area. You can develop an interest in the subject and do real things, real good things in the maybe new technical development, new maybe some patent public patent and so many other things you can get it here, maybe in journal publications and all those. So those things are possible quickly in the R&D field, and also I first of all encourage all your students to prefer R&D as a profession. Then as far as my just in RRCAT Indore, RRCAT stands for Radharamanan Center for Advanced Technology. It is basically one of the four government organizations under Department of Energy. We have BHEL, we have RRCAT, and 2 other institutions. We have only 4 institutions here. And in RRCAT, we have got around almost 2,000 scientists. It is probably 2,000 scientists, and they are all the best friends. You ask anyone, they will either the top or second top. Because that will don't get it. Our entry is so strict. We need to have a gate score more than 99.9 plus. Then we will get an entry. But unfortunately, that we still feel there is a good, so many people told that there is a big gap between academic academics and industry in the country, that gap is there more, if you see in Western countries, they are more closer to each other, but we go in different lines. We normally go in our own line, academics go in line, we hardly get a chance. Even though R&D is a clever, R&D is a mix of both. In R&D you get the clever of both academics as well as industry, but still also we feel there are a lot of gaps and there are a lot of discussion going on between ministry level how to bridge that gap. But everyone has got a set rules and all. So that way it is understood getting difficult. But we find IEEE can give a good platform to coordinate. You know, if you tell me that I will go in a different routes, in our department, the routes and all those, and you will have different route. Sometimes you find there are difficulties in combining. Normally, we are reluctant to have a link. Normally what we do, suppose something we develop from the scratch from the development stage, or sometimes we find the industry has done something that we see that which industry has done something, and you go into that, and then we somewhere doesn't make the real collaboration between industry and academia. So that way, IEEE can play a great role. Just because we have got the industrial community also, basically the idea is that to unite industry as well as academics to come to a common platform and do something unique. And if you could propose something to us, we have got a good team consequent senior professors from IIT, MIT, and other institutes and others, and we have got IEEE and industry professors also. But if you bring those problems to us, maybe we can informally discuss at the IEEE end. Try to get some support from IEEE side. That part we will try to take care. If you can have some proposal in NPM this job, please bring it to us. Then we will try to develop which we can do. At least we can do something and break the gap little closer. That is one of the things. And second thing, we conduct so many important events, in technical events. Actually, in the MP section also, probably most of you might not know it. We do 2 lectures every month. 2 eminent lectures every month. It is attended by our people. I request that you all of you who have selected the student join, who will circulate in the RCC and all those. If you find it is in your interest area, you come and join. You will see so many people, they are coming, they are developing lectures. You come and join at least in your own area of interest. I am not saying you join each and every lecture, but maybe you can join those lectures which are interesting. That way you can get some knowledge. We don't have limitations. Normally we attend some 100 people attend. If you maybe this can handle like 500 plus people. So why not to encourage all of you and to join our program in those years? On the 1st of the April, 1st of the July, we have observed PELS Day. We got all research. We have the IEEE President address, IEEE President address, in like our Defense Secretary, and in most of all important, I need to ensure that one of the secretary in Bangalore was there. And it is there, so they all give that thought. And then all world leaders are combined together. So at least we can come and join and we'll see. And there we can get some idea how to develop ourselves, our this and all. So that part will be doing that again. Then again one of the regarding funding part of the tool, it is in my department. We have got the Board of Research and Nuclear Science, the BHEL, Popular College BHEL. They release every year a list of problems. The problem is that problem actually is not a broad event advertised. Last month I circulated all the professors here in IIT and Nagpur. Few proposals we also got it, and some of them I am also coordinating as a principal coordinator. So that one also you can apply. If you apply, you can see how the fund can give in and basically what we need. In your area, you should identify some scientists who are working in any of the DA organizations. Then coordinate with them. Then the proposal will go through jointly to BRNS and mostly we get to it. And those things are, I think let us encourage an MP Chhattisgarh, try your best. If you don't find a person, you just we will try to arrange a person and in the administrative way, I can help, I can talk to those people concerned, then I can help you out to find out the link and do. And then another one suggestion for the student community also. When you do social economic design, when you do some event, in item event, what to do, we expect the students and all that they should participate nicely. We have like arranging one event, we used to put one much efforts. Someone prepare poster, someone put plan and all those. Then we just send a Google link, we just send how the meetings and conduct and all those. These are all learning experiences. So if students participate, then they will know how to prepare Google form, how to do these things that can be helpful. Then in the world, they will know how to work in a team. So I would like to encourage all of you to come forward and to join us in IEEE event kind of thing. Then I, this is my idea, and you can ask any questions to that.
Any questions? Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your expertise on this matter, and so we eagerly await your valuable insights and recommendations regarding collaborations between us, industries, experts, and IEEE societies to promote research and industrial training opportunities. Thank you very much for your valuable time, sir. Now, before moving any forward, I will take a small pause because Priyanka ma'am has to go. We express our deepest gratitude towards you, ma'am. Thanks for being here with us today. I request Dr. Swati Saxena ma'am, Vice Principal, Sistec, Gandhinagar, to felicitate ma'am with the memento. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thanks for joining us today here.
Today only we got the application to the party.
Oh, many congratulations. Many congratulations. Take a lead. Thank you.
सभी सरकार इसमें बहुत ही ज़्यादा सहयोग करा सभी सरकार हमेशा गाइड किया और एवेयर भी किया
All right. Moving forward, coming back to the session. Next, we have with us Dr. Prabodh Bajpai from IIT Kharagpur. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Prabodh Bajpai from IIT Kanpur to shed light on exciting platforms or networks that facilitate collaborative funded efforts in the engineering education domain. So, Mr. Bajpai, I have a question for you. Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, very much. Please, carry on.
So, are there any existing platforms or networks that specifically cater to collaborative funding efforts in the field of engineering education? How can a private institute or college leverage these platforms or networks to enhance their fundraising initiatives? And how can a private institute establish collaborations with IITs and NITs to leverage their research labs for conducting research works?
Okay, thank you very much. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, you are completely audible.
Okay, great. So, first of all, very good afternoon to everyone, and congratulate to all the members involved in this team, Mr. Singhal and his team to organize this event. And this is very necessary to include all the stakeholders for any such activity because there are many important stakeholders, and I was listening the list of guests involved physically or online here, and I found that you have a good mix of academicians and researchers from different government organizations. However, there is a lack of private industry participation, if I am not missed anyone. So they may also be involved in all these kind of brainstorming or discussions in future if required. So I was listening partially earlier speakers. Actually, I was so the theme is how to get the configuration and funding, and I was writing research proposal parallelly while listening to the speakers. So my thought is that we all know what is the issue. The problem is well known, and the solution is also well known. I hope we are not giving you any new suggestion which is not known to you or not aware of it. The missing link is that the course of action, the actual steps needed to be taken at any such private institutions. So research needs two important things. First is the ecosystem, and second is the funding. And research needs some investment. It is not that every time you expect the fund will come from some other end. So if your institution or organization is interested seriously in getting some funding or developing some ecosystem for research in your in-house system, then your institute first invest in the research. They have to come up with some grant, some allocation to such activities. They should give some liberty, some freedom to the faculty members. Even they can divide the faculty members in different categories like teaching faculty and research facility. Or they can give some kind of incentive or some kind of you can say support to the faculty members who are really or seriously interested in research in their domain. So that kind of ecosystem will make the faculty members more flexible, more comfortable, and they will come out of their comfort zone. Once they will see that their institute is giving a lot of support to them, then also they will feel to come out of their comfort zone and take some risk. Risk in the sense that they have to keep the basic responsibility of their teaching job, as we all do in any academic institutions. So in IT also. But at the same time, we have a full spectrum of faculty members that happens again with IITs or NITs also, where you may see that some faculty members have very few, one or two PhD students. At the same time, in the same department, some faculty members may have 10 or more PhD students, or they may have many research projects or consultancy projects, and at the same time, some do not have. But they are sustaining and they are working in the same department, same institute. And one more important thing is that we know what kind of salary they have. So if they have the same designation, the salary is also same if they join at the same point in time. So there is no difference in terms of such thing from the institute. But once you get the project or your institution encourage you to take the project, then they get some additional opportunity for travel, for networking, for collaborating with other institutions. So that kind of ecosystem has to be developed by in-house, by the institute, and for that they have to develop the mechanism to give the liberty to their faculty members and as well as some financial support. So we have to take this as a very serious aspect that research needs investment, and until the institute does not make the investment, they should not expect a good amount of funding available to them, whether it is a collaborative funding, whether it is a grant or that. So coming to the questions which have been put to me, they are very standard questions being asked to all the concerned speakers for their respective institutions. Funding opportunities. So I can share a document very well prepared by one engineering college under AKGU, and they have a list of more than I think 40 or 50 government organizations, their schemes. You can utilize it, it's available, and even it is available I think on Google, so you can search for it. We can help you to understand various schemes of funding agencies where we generally look into, like SERP has two standard funding like core research grant and startup research grant, SRGCRP. Those are easily available in the range of 20 to 30 lakhs. I can see you have guests from ISRO, BHEL, CPRI. So they are always have such schemes. They have already mentioned about it. In addition to that, DST, DBT, MNRE, ASCT, CSIR, they also have such schemes. So it is open and known to everybody. It's only that the faculty members have freedom or time or ecosystem to support that. Now coming to the second aspect about the networking, and so again we have to work on one important aspect which is I think not being discussed till now is the alumni support. I think you have a group of institutions and you must have a very large alumni base which you should tap. We should tap not only for funding, we should tap for their suggestions, their experience, their recommendations, how to improve the ecosystem in your college. Again, in along with that, you should have the startup facility, incubation, innovation facility in your institutions. That will also support a lot to get the grants. Once you have that kind of facility, your own students or maybe the outside people may come and create a startup along with your faculty or students. And again, that will develop an ecosystem where many stakeholders from other companies may also come as a mentor and get involved with your startups. So that's how the various stakeholders get developed, get interacted, and ecosystem is evolved. So kindly look into these aspects, alumni-based startup incubation setups. Collaboration, yes, we always welcome. It's not that we do not interest to collaborate with private institutions. We always welcome. It's only that at time to time we may not able to connect the concern or the right organization or institutions. So it's either way whether who starts first. And whenever there is an opportunity, we will definitely happy to collaborate. And even I offer immediate collaboration if anybody interested related to microgrid or solar renewable integration or hydrogen integration in microgrids, any such aspect. I'm working on a proposal and I'm looking for collaboration and funding from various sources. But you don't expect that you will get the fund and you will get just the collaboration from industry or academia. You have to invest first. So if you are able to invest, I think directly that same amount will be invested from IIT, and we can jointly work together and we can do whatever is necessary to develop the research facility at your side, to skill development of your students or mentorship along with your faculty members. So that is all from my side. I will not take it more. If you have any questions, please. Thank you.
Any questions? We really appreciate your time. Yes, sir. Please pass on.
Sir, I might not be visible, but I hope I am audible.
Yeah, please.
I am Arun Kasar. I am heading the Department of Civil Engineering here at the moment. I graduated from from NIT Jaipur in 2017 PhD in structural engineering. That is brief about me. But my question, although I have taken away the keyword from your interaction, I did not agree with anybody more than I agreed with you on today. The primary takeaway was investment from the management side and the ways in which a faculty member has to gain his own leeways out of the ways in which out of the work that we have already been allotted. But can you please suggest a method in which we can keep that spark burning? Like I understand that collaboration is a symbiotic relationship. It is never like faculty members are always told to keep on improving themselves, On one hand, we have a student who is not at all interested. The pain point of the private institutions I'm talking about right now. A student base who is not at all interested in learning either the fundamentals. So faculty member struggles with them to at the grappling for the fundamentals, and then at the same time pressure for research, which is an entirely different, which is at an entirely different end of the spectrum, cutting edge. So how do we balance it? How do we like keep on
the job is demanding and the time is scarce. How do we keep on? Can you please suggest a way in which these fundamental things can be? Look, I understand you said it very clearly that there is nothing new being discussed in this platform on this platform. But how do you manage it? That is the thing I want to ask.
Yeah, thank you for understanding my point. So, see, when I'm talking about the ecosystem for the faculty members or the students, so I'm not targeting about 100% faculty members or 100% students. You should focus on maybe 10% faculty members and 5% students. So every faculty member understand the kind of attitude or aptitude a student has. Some students come by themselves to you, like, sir, I want this, I want to do this, I want to do that. So that gives a clear indication that what potential or what intention or what motivation a student has. So you can clearly demarcate just 2-5%, whatever is possible from faculty side. Then at the same time, faculty also, as a head or dean, your college may know that who are the faculty members who have very good publication record while coming to your college, before coming to your college, or they are still struggling for publication, or willing to do that, or trying to go for conferences. So that can be easily find out from various departments. And once you develop this culture, while seeing 1 or 2 faculty members in each department, others will also get encouraged. They will see that, oh, our institute is supporting him, then why not I should also try for this. You cannot go for all faculty members, all students at one point in time. You have to go gradually. You have to develop the system gradually and encourage your student and faculty members to participate in that, to basically to evolve that ecosystem. Ecosystem has to be evolved by the people in that system. It is not by just writing down the mechanism or the rules and regulations. The people have to adopt it, have to follow it, have to evolve it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I am reminded again of a line from the first book of the Shiva trilogy written by Mr. Bhatti. People do what society rewards them to do.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your time. Very rightly said, as faculties, we invest ourselves a lot in the academic works like attendance and taking lectures and studying, but somewhere we are lacking in research. So sir is saying we shift your focus towards research. Very well, sir, and I guess everybody in this room can connect to you, sir. Thank you for joining us today, sir. Now, I would like to shift our attention to Mr. Arun Gupta, Senior Power Professional, Artist for Dynamics. So my question to you, sir, is how can engineering institutes effectively collaborate with industries and non-governmental organizations like NGOs to amplify the impact of their CSR initiatives? Are there any successful examples or strategies that you can share, or which have resulted in meaningful partnerships and enhanced outcomes for CSR projects?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much this time for this opportunity. In fact, academic industrial interaction has been my topic, which is of great, very close to my heart, actually, always, right from my student days, and even during my journey from my academic industry, all this. So I have been always exploring forums and the ways and means how to practically collaborate. Because I have been I have started my career as a teacher around 4 to 5 years, and then moved to industry, then back to academia again, then back to industry, then academia, and then again industry. So I have been always passionate to see that we should do effective collaborative industry and academic interaction. It has been lacking. So I have been trying, but you see, once I would say that my experience I will be sharing here, because it is something that institution may not be very much interested as a system. Even the industry may not be interested, as people have said that. Because it is the individual that is very important actually. If individual is interested, then both the academia as well as industry is progress. this is my experience. I will just I have listened to everyone and I almost compliment everyone's views because in one way or the other way I have been hearing similar type of stories everywhere. But my experiences, there are two experiences which I would like to share here. One is that, though I am slightly digressing from the question you have asked me, because I thought that what I am talking is more relevant and it will be very useful also. So I am digressing because that question which you have asked me, I have not really, I may not have the right answer for that, but anyway, I will be talking on that. But before that, I will be talking about my experiences. That when I was working as an academia, so I was going into academia to help what professors are doing. They are making notes, they are delivering lectures. And every time you repeat the lecture, you learn so many things. The same fundamentals are getting improved. And when I went to industry, so my first industry was the building consulting engineer. And how I went there, why I went to that, is that my professor was visiting that particular consultancy organization in Delhi. So I saw a paper he was publishing with that building consulting engineer as a partner with that. So immediately I asked the professor, sir, why, what is that? So he told that I am collaborating with that particular consulting firm. So I made up my mind that I should also go for that consulting. So immediately after my master's, I did not apply anywhere except that institution or that particular organization. I joined them. So I spent around 1 year there, and then I realized after my 1 year that my knowledge is so less for the industry that I must really calibrate my fundamental skills. So I applied for a lectureship job, and 4 to 5 years I was teaching. Because I came to know that even after my BTech, even after my master's, the fundamentals are still so weak. So I did that. And after that teaching of 4 to 5 years, again I went to industry, and then I happened to go to BHEL. For 15 years I spent on BHEL. So it was very interesting because I was having an academic background and I was having the passion for doing deep dive research. Whatever work I was doing as a project manager, managing the power plant, I was able to go deep diving into it. I was able to enjoy, and I was able to do slightly better than others. Second thing is that after that I shifted to private industry, and in private industry there were two problems. As people are talking about the problem, I mean, the industry was facing the problem, and industry tried its best to get it resolved, but it was not resolved. And they never thought that they should approach good institutions in India, because it is a mindset of the industry, not even in India, even abroad also. People just think that the industry problem can be solved by some industry consultant, like ABB, Siemens, they are the world leaders. So they may be in a position to solve the industry because they are from the industry. So they will be definitely able to solve it. So I will cite two examples in India also, that is called Open India. We were having a solar plant in Dubai, 2 megawatt of solar plant, and during certain time in a day, it was getting overvoltage, uncontrolled overvoltage was happening because there is no voltage controller in that. So and the voltage was so high that it was switchgear was getting broken up. There was no way to control it, and we were shutting off the plant. So we were huge revenue loss there, something like that. Nobody, I was told that this is one of the problems the company is feeling, and for the last 3-4 years, the company is not able to settle it right. Many competitions, many transformers, many different, lot of working, but I just asked from a curiosity, have the industry ever approached any institution? What is the purpose of doing that? Huh? Okay, okay. Okay, so this is what I was telling. So India, I told that, okay, sir, you please allow me to go to the institution, because I was having my own friend who was professor by then. So I was having good access to academia. So I was able to go to IITs, and I was able to go to NITs because I had many friends where so I could discuss my problem, and then I have also some other consultant friends. So with that thing, they thought that let us model it. When I came back to my industry and told that it needs to be modeled, we don't believe in modeling. This is all theoretical things. We don't have money for modeling. Then I approached
Central Power Research Institute, CPRI, in Bangalore. So they have the modeling. They said that okay, we can trust CPRI. But there was also the PRDC was also there in Bangalore. So we had parallelly consulted them also. So CPRI told that Arun, they made a report that it is possible, but we don't have the time and resources for doing this. So then I shifted that to PRDC. So they said that okay, we will do it. So like that, I had to do lot of what you call convincing to the management that this is to be done anyway. You are losing the money. So let us spend some time. So I was given around 6 to 8 months, and I was given a budget of. I told that a 1.5 crore budget is required because this is what I could get it from that. So in 1.2 crore, anyway, the budget was granted and we did it. So I am not going to go to the details of the project, how we did it. But it was a joint effort of academia industry and eventually it was solved. We spent around 1.2 crores in getting that problem solved and we were able to make available our solar plant of 2 megawatts and it was injecting in every 1 month they were giving a profit of 40 lakhs. So in 2.5 months to 3 months we were able to recover the investment of 1.2 crores and after that it was all the savings accruing to the company's account. So it was a classic example of somebody taking initiative, convincing the management, getting into the academia, and getting it done. It so happened that it happened in India Post. I got a chance like that in my entire life. I did not get such a chance. There I got a chance. The problem was there. You know me. I was told this is a problem. Nobody is going to fund. You try to see yourself. So this is what I want to say. That with many industry people, startups like ABP Siemens, they also tried their best, but they couldn't solve it. Because it was the fundamental that somebody told that sometimes we forget the fundamentals. They were not knowing that the distribution system का XYR ratio अलग है, उसी से मतलब बड़ा फर्क पड़ जाता है. So that only academia could enlighten it. I had also forgotten about that by then. So what is important is that the fundamentals are more clear to the academia. And whatever may be your position in industry and whatever big things you will be doing, but the academia का जो है role है, I see that I am able to see that it's so important because sometimes they is stuck up. It is only the academia who can just put the insights and get it resolved. This was one problem. There was another problem. It was even more terrific that we had in Amravati power plant 270 megawatt into 5 minutes. So BHEL से there we were from BHEL and 270 megawatts thermal plants were very unique because we have been doing 210 megawatt and 500 megawatt BHEL. And there they were having a special, they have designed special power plant of 270 megawatt for 5 minutes we had taken. In Amravati that time, those times I'm talking about around 2014, around 2012, 11 and 12, there was a very high voltage in the distribution grid, I mean the western grid. Every power plant, even the Adani's power plant, the grid was uncontrolled. The transmission system in the distribution, they were not able to control the reactive power management. The voltage was going up, and 440 volts. Maybe all the power plants were getting tripped and lack of load. And we were every power plant at that point of time I came to know that in a power plant with one trip happening, how much it costs a private industry, because every time a plant was tripped and restarted, it was costing us, oil cutting was done and 50 to 60 lakhs of rupees is costing. One tripping it, if you starting it. That my entire life in BHEL and NTPC spent, I never knew because I have never been in operations. Because there I was in operations, I came to know 50 lakh rupees and we had around 20 to 30 trippings in a day. And people were not having any idea what is happening. So many crores were being lost. And there was a point when the promoter decided, and we hired all the experts, and even Nagari was also not doing because they are considered to be the master. So what was saying that it is better to stop it, let the grid voltage stabilize. But there came again a thought by somebody, because the promoter was also from IIT, he could listen to me. I just told them that there is certain more respect in power generator. There is also a capability called the reactive power absorption capability. We can go to negative reactive power absorption. So far we are always been operating our power plant in voltage will be always under voltage and we will be injecting reactive power. Always we are generating the reactive power. Never ever, very rarely, it is never injected, we are never absorbing the reactive power. Whenever the grid was over voltage, I
So, but for that the BHEL was not agreeing to it because they had never done. They said that we have given that it is within the capability you can do it, but we have never done it, and we will not vouch for the validity of the proposal. But anyway, because I was from BHEL, I could move to different quarters and I could convince them, so they convinced them. Later on, what we did is that we did a lot of experiments. And in fact, that became the yardstick for us. We were able to operate at a lower voltage, absorbing the reactive power. We were able to sustain even in the high grid over voltage. We were able to generate the generator. At least we are able to prevent the generator from tripping because in the volt profile, based on the profile, we were able to adjust our generator setting in such a manner that the voltage, we will be able to at least inject the minimum generation of around 50% without getting the machine tripped even in the over voltage condition. So with that happening, we were the first in India to do it successfully. And I presented that for conference. So this is what I had again in this again I had to revisit my professors, my friends who were there. So lot of deliberations. I mean, it was something which was not at all expected. We were just academically moving, we were just enjoying the work, and somehow it happened that we could resolve it. Sometimes we take a problem as a challenge, we keep working, not with the aim of eventually resolving it, but it happens sometimes. So these are the two real case studies. I am sharing with my own experiences. I was fully involved into it. And I think it was worth because it's the academic industry conclave or whatever you call it meet. So I thought that it's important what we are doing, sitting together. So I would say that it is the person who takes the initiative. Everybody comes to help him, whether it is academia or industry. So any faculty or any industry person who is keen to resolve the problem. So I represent Artex Solonite and इसका भी मेरा history है why I joined them. So they have a similar culture. So I am hoping that if people are from different industries, we are providing solutions related to specialized energy solutions to industry. If any industry is having any problem, we are the ones who will investigate it and try to see if we can find solutions. It's not necessary that we may be able to provide solutions, but we are always keen to do that. So this is with this word I am going to stop it. But I just thought that what I am talking is relevant to this complaint. So I wanted to share these two experiences with you.
Thank you very much, sir. It was entirely relevant and very inspiring as well. And rightly said, we need to bridge the gap between industries and academia. We have, as faculty and professors, we have enlightened mind, and these minds can contribute a lot in the industries. Because in the day-to-day work, they might have forgotten the formulas they have learned during their courses. Alright, so moving on, I would like to shift our attention towards Dr. Savita Nema ma'am. Dr. Savita Nema ma'am is a distinguished professor at MANIT Bhopal and representing IES Society. She is an expert in the field of renewable energy research, and we would appreciate your insights on the following questions, ma'am. Considering the growing importance of renewable energy in today's world, how can engineering colleges actively engage in research related to renewable energies and contribute to its developments? Are there any specific initiatives or programs supported by the IES Society that provide colleges like us to participate into the advance their research efforts in this area?
Thank you. First of all, I congratulate SysTech for organizing the meet on such a different topic. And it's really the need of time to go for such type of meets. Right, for your first question, I'll say that we can contribute, or rather engineering colleges can contribute for the growth of the technology by submitting some different kinds of projects, research projects. We can jointly submit the projects. We can work on different kind of projects, problems together for the development of the technology. And there is a lot of talk between industry and academia, and actually a lot of people have spoke about it. I'll say that we are giving a finished finished product to the industry. Though there is a gap between industry and academia when we talk about the problems which industries are facing, and when we talk about the problems which academia are facing, so we have to work together to bridge this gap. Mostly nowadays students are moving towards software technologies. There is a shortage of core engineers in the market. So we must think about it that engineers, for that we have to motivate our students to work on real problems. We students have to think for very small problems, the common problem which the society is facing. So they have to, and we as a teacher, our role is very important. We have to motivate the students to think in a very normal way, in a little bit different. Like I had read in a newspaper that there was a village in Kerala. There was a small girl who has seen that there was a lot of problem जब morning में नल आते थे. पूरा पानी लोगों को गांव में पता ही नहीं चलता था कि नल आके कब चले गए. अगर कोई बाहर गया हो उसको पता ही नहीं है कि उसके घर में नल आके और चला भी गया, क्योंकि सारे ओपन टैप्स थे. Then what she did is उसने ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं किया. She has used a very simple science basic. That कि जब नल आएगा तो पानी जब निकलेगा पाइप में से तो naturally there will be flow of air. तो whistling हो सकती है यदि उसके माउथ पे एकदम छोटा सा विसिल टाइप का कुछ कंपोनेंट लगा दे. तो उसने छोटी छोटी सी विसिल सारे टिप्स में लगा दी. जैसे ही पानी आता था विसिल्स ब्लो करने लगती थी. लोगों को पता चल जाता था कि पानी आया है और सबका काम भी हो जाता था और वो विसिल्स को निकाल के पानी भरने का काम कर देते थे, वापस विसिल लगा देते थे. दिस वाज अ वेरी सिंपल सॉल्यूशन. और उसके लिए उसको गवर्नमेंट हैज अवार्डेड फॉर दैट. कि उसने कितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम, गांव की बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम छोटी सी सॉल्यूशन से उसने सॉल्व की. सो problems are there, big problems, sometimes big problems have very small solutions. So we as teachers, we have to motivate our students to think in a little bit different way, to test, design, or to use the existing technologies for the new problems in a little bit differently. So I think that would be the solution, and we as government institutes, we are always open for you all to have collaboration with us. We can work together. Regarding IES chapter activities, IES chapter is every month we are organizing. See, this is the home for the technical committees, and it is covering full spectrum of industry relevant electrical, electronics and information technology integration, information technology and technologies. This facilitates the integration and interplay of such technologies to the benefits of the society. Regarding this, we are organizing, IES Society is organizing number of conferences, number of project contests, series of lectures every month. This is comprising of 24 committees with minimum number of 15 experts from all around the world. So, by organizing conferences, by organizing project and contests, Sister I has already done last month I think it was one project concept which was under the banner of IES chapter. So by all these organizing all these activities, we can work for the advancement of the technology. So I look forward to have more and more activities and more participation from the private colleges for this. One problem which we have seen is this is the actual problem what I have faced, and I think many people are facing. That even if we organize a number of activities for the benefit of the students, but the students are not attending. This is the biggest problem. In our college, in MANIT, we have started one alumni interaction of the students. Alumni are very important, and we must pay attention to have more and more association with the alumni. So some of our alumni, they have started one activity that let us interact with the students every month. It will be beneficial for getting their internship, for getting some ideas, and if they have small problems, they can find a solution. But the issue was, we have done one meeting. I have called many students, but very few have attended. Then in the second meeting, I have addressed 3 classes. The attendance has increased to 70 number of students. 70 number of the students have attended. Then again in the next meeting, I thought that those students who have got benefited from this, they will certainly attend, but again disappearance from the meeting. So we have to keep motivating them. Then again I had to address, and then they came. So because they are not knowing what to do, what not to do, so we have to keep motivating on this. So the same thing is there. If we organize the lecture, people are not coming by their own. So we have to again address them, bring them to the platform, and then if they will get benefited, they will certainly be coming for the next few lectures. So I wish the more success in this field to all of you. And thank you for this words. I'll stop. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We eagerly await your valuable insights and recommendations regarding research in renewable energy and the opportunities available for private institutes like us to contribute in this field. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Divya Joshi, ma'am. Divya ma'am is from BHEL. Ma'am, my question to you is, tell us more about the employment scheme of BHEL. Like you all know, you have to clear this written exam and all that, but are there any other available ways by which our students, like private engineering students, can enter BHEL in some way, like apprentice or internship programs which BHEL is running? And what are the various CSR activities of BHEL and its main CSR objectives and activities?
Thank you. Apart from these 2 questions, I have listened to all. और what I think कि पहले हमको अपने से tough questions पूछने पड़ेंगे as an institutes also, कि हम पहले सच्चाई से अपने आप से tough questions पूछें कि are we really, is there any spark in our efforts or innovative ideas? कोई भी industry won't give any funding to you if we are not able to provide solutions to it. Just for the sake of raising the fund, वो अगर आपका attitude है तो that will be reflected in the work you are doing. And why we always associated fundraising with the collaborations? क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हम बिना fundraising के collaborations करें, industries को एक foundation create करके दें कि yes we are able to provide help to you. आपके जहाँ भी आप stuck होते हैं वहाँ पे we will be providing help. और हम रिजल्ट निकाल के देंगे तो डेफिनेटली कोलैबोरेट करेंगे, लेकिन हम पहला ही ये उद्देश्य लेके जाएंगे कि नाउ वी हैव टू कोलैबोरेट फॉर फंड रेजिंग. तो वो बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट जो है आईआईटी और बिट्स पिलानी वगैरह उनके साथ करता है बीएचएल, बट फॉर प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स आपको पहले रिजल्ट दिखाने पड़ेंगे. डायरेक्टली हम जाके बोले कि हमारे साथ कोलैबोरेट करो, हमें फंड दो, तो नो कंपनी, नो बिग इंडस्ट्री, स्पेशली पीएसयूज में तो फंड रेजिंग इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट ट्रूली स्पीकिंग. तो पहले हमें अपने अंदर देखना पड़ेगा कि हमारे एफर्ट में कितनी सिंसियरिटी है, और हम अगर बीएचएल हमारे 10-12 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे है, इतना वास्ट एक्सपोजर ऑफ ऑल द प्रोडक्ट्स है, कितने लोग कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट्स दे आर विजिटिंग बीएचएल एंड दे आर लर्निंग द प्रोडक्ट्स. इतने सारे लोग, इंजीनियरिंग इंडस्ट्री है, इंजीनियरिंग का इतना रिच एक्सपीरियंस है बीएचएल के पास, बट सिंस लास्ट 25 years of my experience I haven't received any student जो आके इस तरह से बात करे कि हमारे पास ये सॉल्यूशन है, इस सॉल्यूशन का क्या हम आपका जो रिकरिंग प्रॉब्लम्स है उनके ये सॉल्यूशन हम दे सकते हैं. तो मुझे ये सारी बातें सुनने के बाद यही लगा कि सिंसियरली पहले हमको अपने अंदर देखना पड़ेगा कि हमारे जो सच्चाई कितनी है हमारे एफर्ट्स में. वो फंड रेजिंग के लिए आप जाएंगे तो वो अलग से दिखता है कि योर मेन मोटो इज फंड रेजिंग, और सॉल्यूशन इज नॉट योर मेन मोटो। तो एक तो ये मुझे लगता है, और जब तक हम अगर सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर नहीं बनेंगे, जैसे एज आई एम वर्किंग इन अ प्रोजेक्ट मॉनिटरिंग डिवीजन, अगर मैं दिन भर सबकी मॉनिटरिंग करती रहूं तो सबको इरिटेट करूंगी। बट इफ आई टेल देम कि आई प्रोवाइड यू अ सॉल्यूशन, कहां स्टक अप हो रहे हो आप, एक स्टेप आगे जाके आप कहां स्टक अप हो रहे हो, आई हेल्प यू टू कम आउट ऑफ इट। तो ये मैंने खुद प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस किया है कि अगर आप फैसिलिटेटर बनोगे दूसरों के तो यू विल गेट द रिजल्ट्स। लेकिन आप सिर्फ लोगों से कुछ लेने के लिए आप उम्मीद करोगे तो यू विल डेफिनेटली फाइंड डिफिकल्टी। तो ये यही मुझे लगता है। बाकी जैसे मैंने सर को बताया था कि हमने एचईजी मंडी दिख का हमारा एक इशू था, तो इन दैट इशू वी हैव अपॉइंटेड अ प्रोफेसर और उसको हमने सॉल्व किया। बट गेटिंग फंड्स एंड कोलैबोरेशंस फ्रॉम बीएचएल इज रियली वेरी वेरी टफ। उसके लिए हमको पहले फाउंडेशन बनाना पड़ेगा। एंड जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्कीम आपने बोली, तो उसमें अप्रेंटिसशिप जो प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना है उसके अंतर्गत हम लोगों के यहाँ 3 मंथ्स की इंजीनियर ट्रेनिंग के लिए 3 मंथ्स ट्रेनिंग इज देयर एंड मेंटर्स आर अपॉइंटेड। तो अगर सिंसियरली कोई 3 मंथ्स में किसी एक पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट में सम स्टूडेंट इज वर्किंग, तो वो वहां जाके देख सकता है कि इनके टीचिंग ट्रबल्स कौन से हैं और कहाँ पे मैं हेल्प कर सकता हूँ। बट वी ऑल आर अवेयर कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स किस तरह से ट्रेनिंग करते हैं। इंडस्ट्रीज में जो जाते हैं दे सिंपली रोम अराउंड, और बहुत ही कम स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जो सिंसियरली किसी भी प्लेस पे जाके उसको पूरा इन्स एंड आउट देखते हैं। तो यस, 3 मंथ्स ट्रेनिंग इज देयर फॉर इंजीनियर्स, और उसमें वो मेंटर्स अपॉइंट करते हैं, दो मेंटर्स गाइड स्टूडेंट्स और पूरा टेक्निकल नो हाउ देते हैं। बट इफ द स्टूडेंट इज रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट इज द मेन थिंग। और बेसिकली सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज में बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज हैं बीएचएल की, जैसे स्कूल्स हैं, बीएचएल स्कूल्स आर देयर, पार्क्स आर देयर, हॉस्पिटल इज देयर, क्रचेस आर देयर फॉर लेडीज, वर्किंग लेडीज। और बाकी जो ट्री प्लांटेशन वगैरह भी बहुत सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज के तहत हम लोग करते हैं। तो मेनली मेरा यही कहना है कि हमारे एफर्ट सिंसियर होने चाहिए और पहले हमें बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा फाउंडेशन, कुछ दिखा के रिजल्ट, देन फंड विल ऑटोमेटिकली फ्लो। लेकिन हमारा पहले ही उद्देश्य अगर सेटिंग रहेगा तो डेफिनेटली हम बहुत अचीव नहीं कर पाएंगे। Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ram. Very well said. And I guess everybody in this room is agreed that collaboration should not be fundraising centric. It should be two-way. Like if you're providing something, then only you get something. And thank you for making us aware about the CSR activities of BHEL. Now, I would like to shift our attention towards our next speaker. Our next speaker is Mr. Prudumn Chaturvedi. He's Associate Professor, NIT Nagpur. Considering your expertise in areas such as multi-level inverters, application of power electronics, renewable energy harvesting, etc., my question to you, sir, is how can a private engineering institute like us, with experts of NIT like yourself, foster research and innovation in these specific domains? What are the potential benefits and opportunities for private colleges to engage with experts from NITs and industries in order to advance their research and development efforts in these areas?
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me the chance to interact with all of you. Yes, I have listened a lot of points here, almost all common, and all points are also the answers for this question also. I will just add a few points only. Just now sitting over here, I can see one very good quote here on the roof of this. The best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So this is the only sentence which if we can follow, then we can do something. So this is only a summary of all the answers of, or you can say summary of the conclusion of this meet, I think. So we should stop talking and start doing something. All right. So I would like to be more focused to the answer only. So first possibility and benefits of industry collaboration or something. That is some question. So first I would like to just mention some initiatives or some points or some facilities developed at BHEL Nagpur. So that I would like to first talk about. So in my department at BHEL Nagpur, we have 28 faculty members, and we are from different streams like control system, power system, power electronics, drives, RES, DG, and so many. So we are having the team in different groups, and just I would like to mention one work culture there only. So that will be different from many private colleges. So first, I would like to just mention one thing that the college management and college authorities should motivate and support whatever points we are discussing here. To that academic research, that thing, it is lagging. Without that support or motivation, we faculty members cannot do anything. It is number one point. Because at NIT, we are having a flexibility. We can submit the proposal. We have only 3 courses in 1 year. Alright. 27 hours load, teaching load, including labs in 1 year. Alright. It is one thing. Other than that, we have to do some work in the department and institute level, which is not too much, not unrelated work. Yeah. So this is one thing. We don't have to do the counseling. We don't have to go to outside the college for counseling some that marketing purpose. We are teachers, researchers, academicians, so we have to do that work only. So this thing is to be changed. So I would like to just communicate from through those authorities of SysTech group. They can convey this point to their management. So this should be fruitful. Otherwise, it is very not fruitful. It is my opinion. Alright, it is wastage. Alright, this is in my opinion, this is my point. Then only we can think and we can discuss about it. So second point, we are having the Center of Excellence of Siemens in my Nagpur NIT. In that we are having 12 laboratories, in which all branches can collaborate and get the training like IoT, reverse engineering, process instrumentations, robotics, automation, mechatronics. Like this, we are having 12 laboratories, and we have the MOU with some private colleges in Nagpur and nearby institutes. Already we have done. So any college can come and they can take advantage of that work. They can depute some faculty members, some students to go there and visit and they get trained for 1 month or 2 months, whatever. So we can provide some hostel facilities also for them. So you can depute, no problem. So we are open for all of them, to all institutes. Alright, so this is one type of training we can give to nearby institutes. Number 1. That will be done through MOU. So we are ready for that. Number 1 point. Alright. It is to all the branches. In the second point, industry collaboration and what BHEL can also do. So I am fortunate enough that I got some good industry support. Alright. Gupta sir is there, so Amit Ravi sir is there. So we got a good connection with Artex Solonics. So we submitted one proposal to BST around 10.25 CR before around 3 years. But it could not be accepted. It was rejected, that proposal. But from that proposal, we got so many ideas. So now we are in touch with Amit Rajesh sir from Solonics, and we are discussing a lot of things. Number 1 point. In that team, Tesla is also there, Tesla transformer. Because I am working in the field of developing smart transformer since last 7 years. So Tesla is also giving some inputs to me. So I am working on high frequency transformer. Alright, Tesla is at 50 Hertz. We have to develop at 100 kilowatts, 40 kilowatts. So that will give some benefit. So like multi-level converters, power electronic converters. So that is more, you can say, focused area nowadays. So we have to switch to the wide bandgap devices like silicon carbide, gallium nitride nowadays. So then only we can cope up with future smart grid need. So as you just madam told that what are the possibilities? So this is the answer for that. We have to shift towards more DC loads and DC source nowadays. So but we are able to integrate those. So you need to develop some DC grid, and this should be available at different voltage or power levels. So multi-port DC bus should be developed for future smart grid, in which you can connect EV, PV. Everybody is talking about electric vehicles nowadays. Out of 10, you can see 4 or 5 will talk about EV only and PV only. So where you will integrate this EV and PV or DC load DC source? Yeah. So you need to develop some device which will be having inherent DC and AC bus, multi-port, with high power density, good fault tolerant capability, some fault response time, what will be the impact? So system should adapt itself to relocate or rearrange or reconfigure the system automatically for new device or new control logic. So this type of thing we have to think. This will take time. Alright, so think innovatively, don't follow any item paper, think innovatively. There's now the madam code now. Small problems we can solve. Alright. And second thing, third point I would like to mention, there are a lot of benefits and opportunities. Everybody knows about those things. There's no need to repeat the same things. But how many faculty members are there who are willing to spare their time from family time or other times or their enjoyment time? For example, I would like to tell you one point. I don't have the force on me from my college to do something extra other than academic or research or laboratory. Nobody will force. You will get promotions easily. No. Just now I got promoted. Just I would like to only share my experience. I got promotion last year to associate professor, for which we need only 50 credit points. But I had 172 points. And those points I got, I am not working for points. You don't work for points. You work for doing something. Yeah. So for example, I went to Tata Power microgrid site near Lucknow with my 2 students near Bahraich. I have seen there just now before 2 weeks only, in the summer only. So for 3 days we roamed around the sites in the field in this hot summer. Yeah. Nobody forced me, nobody. But I am asking only one question: how many faculty members are there? They are ready to do this type of thing. I am putting only my example. I cannot put any other example. Alright. So we have to put those efforts, extra efforts we have to put. Then only we can do some good work. Alright. So these are the benefits or the chances which we can motivate us. But again, I am again come to one point. First point. Your management, your authority should support you. This is one thing. Yeah. And second thing, fundraising. Everybody told nobody give you the fund. Nobody. Yeah. But Tata Power is ready to tie up technically with me. Yeah. They will set up that laboratory at my department. Technically support will be there. No funding. After 1-2 years, they will see what we are doing. Then they may provide some equipment, some testing facilities, then they will create. They will not give money. And we don't work for money. As academicians, no, we don't work for money, otherwise we can opt for some IT software jobs or something. Alright, so work for your satisfaction. And do the job whatever you are having inherently in yourself. Alright, so don't do the work forcibly. Research academics is not a forced job. It should be in nature. It should be in nature. Then only we can get some good results. So I think these are my points. Then there are so many points already discussed. So anything I left, maybe any point. And we are ready for joint projects, submission, joint publications, joint internship. Summer internship program is there in my department. You can send students for training for 2 months in summer. We are ready to take that. In lab, they will learn a lot of things. Development of power converters, the driver circuits in the lab. PCB making to testing. All things we are doing in the lab. So we are ready to collaborate like this with you, faculty and students as well. Alright. So anything we are ready for it, but you have to come forward. Yeah, and your authorities should support you. That is the major thing. Any questions? Then we can discuss.
For Siemens, COE center. For Siemens COE center, do students have to pay something for the?
Yes, yes. How much? For training purpose, you have to pay some money. That money we have to require our authority.
And for that, we need to do MOU also.
MOU, yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Regarding research, I would like to say that there is Space Technology Incubation Center established in Bangalore, and ISRO is floating number of problems every year in 2-3 phases. So if you people are interested to collaborate or to submit the project, like the person from ISRO, he has said that Respond Basket was there, which I have circulated a lot in Madhya Pradesh, even Uttar Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. This center is catering services to Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Uttar Pradesh. So you all can submit the project there, and you will be getting the guidance from ISRO scientists. They will be funding you. They will be giving the guidance. There will be student of team of the students who will be doing under that. So lot of help will be there, and it is almost a win-win situation if the project got sanctioned. So you must think of submitting the projects to all these kind of project calls. I'll circulate it to Ashish and others, and shortly circulate to WhatsApp or mail. Okay.
We just Dr. Prudumn was talking about the facility available at BNIT, and really we are very much that obliged to see that we have given the offer. Any student can come to BNIT and work. Yeah, that's a good for Madhya Pradesh, and regular Madhya Pradesh. But the surprising fact is that just in a city of 2-3 kilometers, RDP has developed 1 lakh but 5 crores. That the cost of that lab is at 9.83 crores. And who are coming? Our research scholar from MANIT they are coming. It is not developed for the MANIT. It is not developed for the NITs. It is developed for the affiliated institutions. It is their money. Several times I say this is not the RDP investment. It is the central government provided through Tech3 to facilitate the faculty, research scholars, and students of RDP affiliated institutions as a ATU. But who are coming? NIT people are taking advantage. They are coming. So therefore, it is not that we don't have resources. We have number of resources. Only that the will should be there in our faculty and students. Instead that you should have to, somewhere you have to sacrifice your enjoyments and like this. Several times I say that you come in Monday and that what is the, special distinct feature of that lab. When any student goes to your institute, he may have to take the permission from you. Ask about it. But that is the special lab where no permission is required. It is open 24 hours. Anytime, any 2 o'clock, student can come and work. That is open RT. We have the open RT worth 70 lakhs. And so students are feeling resource scholars. Really they are working freely. Otherwise, even a cost of the 1 lakh students, you will have. You say that you seek the permission from this and this party, and then you will be able to work on this lab. But there is no permission required. Any faculty member must have visited. Ashish has several times visited. Professor Ishran has visited. You must have seen that students are coming that lab. We have got a 17 license software, but even the students in IT are coming and they are working just like a, there are someone is playing games, someone listening the lectures like this. They are not using the softwares which are there. Product design software, product design software, PSCAT, all the LabVIEW, all advanced softwares are there. But unfortunately, our Madhya Pradesh students are not interested. Faculties are not interested. Why? That is the main question. Now, how we can motivate them? During my 4 years technical education quality improvement program, when what is on, several times I requested my faculty and students, please come to this lab, it is your lab. But I am not getting the response, I do not know. They have to manage. And you know that no instructor, no attendant is provided by the university for that lab. It is solely run by one person, one man. एक ही आदमी चला रहा है. अगर आप बोलेंगे कि मुझे सर रात में 2 बजे आके करना है, तो I will come, I will open the key. अब यही तो पूछ रहे हैं. मैं तो पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन से पूछ रहा हूँ कि क्या रीजन है, आप क्यों नहीं मार्केट करना चाहते? हम अपने यूआईटी के स्टूडेंट्स को बोलते हैं, अपने प्रोफेसर्स को बोलते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स को कि आप ऐसा क्यों नहीं बताना चाहते कि दिस फैसिलिटी इज देयर, यू गो देयर, यू वर्क. क्यों नहीं बताना चाहते? इंटर्नशिप के लिए लोग भेल में आना चाहते हैं, इंटर्नशिप के लिए कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं, 5 पर 10 हजार. हम कहते हैं हमारे इंटर्नशिप आप कर लीजिए ना, हम तो फ्री में आपको प्रोवाइड करा रहे हैं. और दैट विल बी अब वो तो हमारे पास अलग की बैच नहीं है. चार्ज करेंगे तो हमारी कंप्लेंट हो जाएगी कि आप की रिचार्ज ही फर्क है. अवेयरनेस की बात तो है ही मैडम. अवेयरनेस पे तो कितनी बार यहाँ पर मैनेजमेंट ने बोला होगा, कितनी बार अक्रॉस मध्य प्रदेश 133 इंस्टीट्यूशन है, सबको पता है कि ये फैसिलिटी है मध्य प्रदेश में. यहाँ पर जब वो आते हैं आंसर को वैल्यूएशन के लिए, मैं जाके बोलता हूँ फैकल्टी में कि आप 200 लोग वहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, शाम को आंसर कुछ कर रहे हैं और जमीन पे बैठ के आप कर रहे हैं, 1 घंटे की आप थोड़ा सा विजिट तो कर लीजिए कि आप स्टूडेंट को नहीं आना है. वही है, देख लेंगे हमारे.
Sir, they will be surprised. Nagpur NIT say I have sent one student in first lab. He has used that lab and he has taken some good results also on local RT that we have told. So it means first lab is now so much efficient, effective, and strong that Nagpur is also taking the advantage. It is so only intention. And he need to do something. Just remember this quote only.
So, on behalf of CPRI, I invite all faculty members here also to visit the CPRI laboratory. CPRI laboratories are world-class laboratory at par with any of the testing automation all around the world. So, आप सबको बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद मुझे यहाँ बुलाने के लिए और इतना बढ़िया जो है ये चैलेंज है. Thank you very much.
BHEL is having a Pragati Dirgha in which we have displayed all the products inside that lab. So you all can visit that or have an insight to the products of BHEL. And anytime अगर training की requirement है तो we are open for that. You can send your students for training inside BHEL or for Pragati Dirgha.
Tech side also, I want to tell you that collaboration is welcome. I think only we are having collaboration with you and I believe that we are already having, but even otherwise, because now I am head of the R&D, so I don't believe in all these things. The person who is motivated enough can come and immediately talk and we can start things. So I have been always telling students that just send your CV, talk to me, my number. So anybody who is interested in core electrical engineering, because we have got a opportunity now opening up, because I have asked Amit Rajesh to concentrate elsewhere, and I have taken over R&D, and I want to see that established, like sir established already a very good lab, and I was not aware of this, because I'm new to Bhopal, as well as 7 months back only, so I was not aware, but we have a PhD student who is from the university in our lab. He was talking about we have a lot of opportunities that we wanted to take me, but I was not. Anyway, now I am coming to see and in such a type of available, why shouldn't we make use of it? Whether it's student or industry, whatever. You know. Anyway, it has been established, money has been spent, and it is available, and if it is not occupied and properly being used, why should it not? You know. So, like that, I think we have to have a symbiotic relationship with industry, whatever facilities we have, whatever academia is having, and of course, build up students and faculty, and also the industry people also. And as people have said that industry people are generally don't have time. That is also a fact, and they don't have time. They are more focused on and lot of challenges are there, lot of and competitions are there, lot of very less margins are there. So, and product development is a very tough job. It is 7 to 8 years of cycle. So people are because they are not. But then if you don't attention those people, sometimes we miss the bus of catching a right person. So I always need a lot of time to interact with students, try to understand them, and try to give and teach and motivate and mentor them. So kindly send your students, whether they want to come for internship, we have 100 days of internship program, and we have different ways. So please, you can want us just get into let us get into start into that. So I am looking for around 10 to 20 people very motivated enough. So I am not bothered about marks. I am just interested because I want to teach me and teach and so I only want to see that you want doing both. That is all I want. Because I know that if there is a will and sincerity and dedication, so other things doesn't matter much. So this is that for me.
Thank you very much, everybody. As we come to the close of our discussion, thank you everybody for being so much welcoming to us. All of you have been so welcoming and motivating and inspiring. We all are so enthusiastic and looking forward for long-term and better collaborations with you all. So, as we come to the close of our discussion, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the valuable insights and ideas that have been shared during the meeting. Our gathering today has been marked by vibrant exchanges and thoughtful deliberations, and I am grateful to each and every one of you for your active participation and contributions. As we conclude this meeting, it is essential to highlight the significance of our research and its potential impact. Now, moving on, I would like to request our Sagar dignitaries to felicitate our guest with a gesture of thanks. So first of all, I would request our group director, Jyoti Deshmukh ma'am, to facilitate Dr. S.C. Chaubey sir from RGP. Now I request Dr. Keshvi Chaudhary sir, Principal Sister Gandhinagar, to felicitate Arun Gupta sir. Next I request Dr. Manish Vinori sir, Principal Sister Kratigar, to felicitate Divya Joshi ma'am from BHEL. Now I request Dr. Swati Saxena ma'am, Vice Principal Sister Gandhinagar, to felicitate Ms. Savita Nema ma'am from MANIT. Next I request Dr. Rashmi Divedi ma'am, Dean R&D, to welcome Arun Kumar Datta sir from CPRI. Now I request Professor Ashish Kumar Singhal sir, HOD Electrical, Sister Kratigar, to felicitate Dr. Prudumn Chaturvedi sir. So moving forward, I would like to request HOD EX, Ms. Seema Daniel ma'am, for vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sagar family, I would like to express my vote of thanks to conduct, who has helped us to conduct such an event flawlessly. First of all, I will express my deep appreciation to our eminent guests, eminent speakers who have joined us and give us the time, spend their time and enlighten us for their valuable knowledge and thoughts on the occasion of this research collaboration week 2023. And it's really a great brainstorming session, and it is the time to introspect that really we are doing, really we want to doing the research, and it is the time to act. It is not the time only to talk, it is the time to act. So I really appreciate and I really give my thanks to all the eminent guests who has joined us online, offline. Thank you so much, sir. And also I express my deep thanks to our director, SGI, to motivate us, to guide us, to conduct such a program. I also give my thanks to Principal of both the campuses, Dr. Vaishnavi Chaudhary sir, Dr. Manish Vellore sir, Dr. Swati Saxena ma'am, Vice Principal, Assistant Gandhinagar, and also thanks to the team, administrative team who has entirely helped us to organize such an event and arrange all the arrangements, all the requirements on time in a very short duration. So thank you, B.S. Pushpa sir, Amit Janakar sir, Abhishek sir, Sunil ji, Meena ji, everyone has helped us to make this event grand success. And I would like to special mention to our digital team who has helped us to make this event globally, and they have flawlessly they have worked for it, and not a single point of time we have disconnected from the worldwide session. So thank you digital team, thank you everyone who made this event grand success. Thank you so much.
Now I request all our guests and dignitaries to move towards photo gallery for photo session, which is followed by lunch. Please.